And
No.
Wait, I was just backing you up. That's all.
That wasn't even hard.
It's so low. Well, because you sound. Oh no! Seriously, Shags, with your robot.
Look, Shags will take your spot. He's handsome. I mean,
Where was he at on that one?
You know what? There was none there. You know this. How long have we been doing this, man?
Long
There's
enough for
four
you
of
to.
them. OC Bros.
Hold on. Oh, I got a new show that we're never gonna do. It's called Brunch Bros.
Brunch Bros?
Yeah, we were doing it on
dude,
brunch.
I mean,
You wouldn't show up, yes.
I don't show up when it's a stream. I'm never going to be in Texas, so whatever. But I almost listened.
Did Gary show up this time?
Gary might, I don't know. Or did I actually ask him and just tell people he was showing up?
I'm gonna have a new show with Gary where we do brunch on Sunday.
That was the quick intro. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the dump, the where YouTubers' dreams go to die. I'm Scott, still demonetized. We got Culture Casino with us tonight. How are you, Culture?
Fantastic.
All right. We got Mr. Grant Gregory, the Aussie, or the Juicy.
yeah, you can say that if you want. That's not racist.
It's not race. I mean, you're a Jewish Aussie, Jewish, Juicy.
Moderately.
I'm going to coin that. I'm going to copyright it. Matt Mardigan is here, already giving me shit. Okay, great stuff. And Shags sounds like a robot. What's up, man?
Hey, I'm trying to make this the best I possibly can. I'm here in a house that has no Wi-Fi. I'm working off a phone in the middle of the woods, but I'm happy to be here because I love you, Scott, and I just want to support you.
Thanks, man. All I hear is excuses. I love you too, though. So, yeah, we do have a guest tonight. He is backstage. We're going to we have to, what?
That's
I
fine.
thought I heard mad. We have to introduce him the right way. Culture Casino worked hard on this, so I apologize ahead of time to Gary, to his family, to the chat, to God. Hopefully he has mercy on us. Here we go.
Especially that last one.
Yeah, definitely. Our guest tonight is Gary from Nerdrotic.
Nerdrotic.com.
I had to stop it even 7 seconds or 10 seconds early because that just keeps going. It just keeps going. Welcome, Gary. Hello. How are you, my friend?
Boy. I didn't realize those panties made my ass look so fat.
T-bone, I guess.
It's definitely my second most confusing erection today.
I was going to say difficult, but not impossible. Fap. Admit it, chat. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to be talking to my therapist. I'll be talking to my therapist about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I was
rough.
talking about getting rid of the restraining order. But
Yeah.
I don't know about now.
Well, you know, when I said that to Culture and he goes, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll handle it. You know, Culture always tries to be the fixer guy. Well, he just screwed me even more. I have another 50 yards on that one.
Man, that's way worse than the Memphis joke I have.
Dude, we didn't discuss it, so I don't know if you could say it, and I don't want you to say it.
You're already demonetized. What does it matter?
It is
Yeah.
true. And we do say messed up stuff even when I was monetized, so who cares? Who cares? So, Gary, welcome. You know everybody here. Thank you, chat. How is everything going with you, man? It's been a year almost. Gary.
Been
I'm just
a year?
saying. Yeah, I mean, it was like May. Beginning of May.
Not a
I don't
year.
remember the exact time. To me, it feels like a year, but whatever. I don't
Okay.
hurt.
Oh, wow.
I'm a little Sally, whatever.
Things are going great.
Yeah.
You're a little Sally?
Yeah. Sally Waggers, they call them.
Oh, isn't it I'm a little sour?
That could
Salty?
be it too, maybe. It's kind of like how I say the name of people who live in Vietnam now. You guys all told me I said it wrong. I didn't realize it.
Dana, how do you say it again?
It's
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
My wife is screaming at me right now. It's Vietnamese, right, honey? What?
Namese.
So my wife just said to me, every time I say it, I become a little less attractive to her.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Vietnamese. It sounds right to me. I don't know. I've been saying it that way since I was a kid. That's the American school system not freaking correcting me, I guess. There's also another word, flight attendant. I can't say that other word either.
Stewardess?
Yeah, that one.
No.
Why
Can't
not?
say that.
Stewardess. Ah, son of a bitch.
This is my favorite new segment. Words Scott can't say.
There's many of them, man.
Yeah, I thought I was bad. Wow.
Well, why do you think I turned to drugs? That was one of the reasons. Stewardess. Shit. Stewardess. I could say it like that, but then I sound really. It's worse. It's worse. So I'm so glad everyone moved to flight attendant. Anyways, let's move on. Let's stop making fun of me.
No, can we continue? Actually,
No,
I
keep
think
going,
that's the best
keep
part
going.
of the show.
I don't even know what to talk about now. Did anybody catch that new trailer from he's a veteran. He's doing a Superman movie. It's Superman Solar. It's a fan film. Have anybody seen that trailer yet? Because I haven't watched it yet.
No.
But there's a lot of stuff I've heard people are talking about. It's racist. Other people are saying he's putting masculinity back into Superman. Grant, you were telling me something on the racist side, right?
Yeah. As soon as I found out that he was a vet, it all became about he's obviously a MAGA thing. They're trying to make this
Oh, boy.
it's clearly a racist thing. Gonna boycott this film, and the costume looks shit. No one really cares.
It's a fan film. What do you mean boycotted? It's not going to be at the
Yeah.
theater.
I don't know. I don't know about you, Gary. Some of the fan films for Star Wars and others I like more than what we're getting right now. So.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a look at it. And let me
Oh,
know what
okay.
shows.
Take a look.
Yeah, let's.
Do
take
we
a look
like
at
this guy?
I have no clue, man. This is totally. I saw this about 4 minutes before we went on.
I just needed to know how honest I could be with it.
Be honest, man. You're a vet.
I know.
Oh,
That's why I'm like,
anything
I can't really.
He'll probably hit me for a
YouTube.com.
copyright claim.
A-list Productions, huh?
They say the world is doomed. The truth is, the world doesn't need saving. We need inspiration. And Clark, you could be that inspiration.
Okay, come on,
whenever
man.
you're ready.
Listen.
It's a fan film. Let's just get
Oh,
by that, okay?
Okay.
Just remember that.
But all right.
And he's
Whew,
No,
he's
Matt's
a
right. You
veteran.
should be telling him to let a bunch of kids drown. That's what we want from.
yeah. That's what I want for my Clark Kent. I don't know. Let him die.
Should I let 9/11 happen? Maybe.
Don't come and save me, Clark. Don't come and save me.
Well,
Even though he could have done it so fast, no one would even notice he did it.
look, man, if all the horses drowned while you were eating your hero cake, you'd probably feel the same way.
It would be called Yellow Sun. It's a Superman Yellowstone. It should be just Yellow Sun.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Wait, that's his Japanese name, Yellow Sun?
No, I was looking at the chat.
Wow,
That's
we're
the
already going
Superman
there.
Yellowstone edition. It does
Oh.
look a little bit. Superman by Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan.
I'd watch it.
This is from writer and director
Protect the
Andrew
people you
List.
care about. But the colors are so bright, and the symbol on your chest looks like a target.
I need them to
boy.
point their weapons at me and not at the people who can't defend themselves. And I want them to see me. I want everyone to see me.
Are they fucking with us?
Is that why they said it was racist? Because a young black man's looking up in pride? Like when he's saying, shoot the target at me?
Are they
you
fucking
have to
with
look
us?
up to the white man always.
Is that what it is? Like savior complex? But Superman has always had it. Mad, what do you think?
Are they fucking with us? Is this real? Like, I don't know. Are they sincere with this?
This is look. I go to.
This is something I would do, Scott.
Yeah. Yes. This is your type of work here, like the rhino.
Yes.
All right. Wait a minute. We'll finish it and then we'll figure it out.
And I want them to see me. I want everyone to see me.
Why does he sound kind of like Gary? I keep thinking he's saying something, and then I realize it's the guy talking.
No one asked you to do this.
No one asked me not to.
Tell me that wasn't him.
There is a really funny part where he takes his shirt off.
Oh, you've seen it.
Underneath it. There we go.
Oh my God. I
don't even know what I'm watching.
I hope my mic didn't catch my remote.
It looks better than Naomi.
I can't bend steel in my bare hands like you.
Gary, it is way better than Naomi. Way better. And she's going to be one of their writers is on Daredevil. We'll be talking about that in a few.
They're going to have you end our wars and meet with our politicians.
I won't be a pawn in politics or a tool for anyone's agenda. I'm here to do what's right.
Yeah, fuck Ukraine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I heard, I think people were lying to me, so I would show this.
Oh, boy.
I'm reviewing
I was waiting for him to go to like a Klan meeting or something. Like
oh, boy.
Yeah, that was,
I don't know where that
the
was.
racism.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, good on you for being fans and want to try and make your fan, but review it before you let other people look at it. You know, get some feedback.
Well, who do you think all his buddies and like the Cowboys, I guess, were like, yeah, this looks good. Go ahead.
What does Dallas have to do with this?
I don't know, but he sounds like he's from the South already.
Oh.
So the guy says it's a passion project. Superman has always been important in my life. He's always been my favorite character in any media. What has always drawn me to the character goes beyond the power and ability. It's his humanity. He chooses to live as one of us, to understand our problems and care all the same. While he does large-scale things like saving Earth from alien invasion, he also that same guy who stops to help you change your bike tire on the side of the road. That's one of my favorite issues. That's what I've always loved about Superman. So I don't know where the racism stuff comes in, but what were you hearing, Grant?
I don't think he understands Superman, though. When he says that he lives among us so he can understand. No, it's not that he chose to be among the people like, ooh, I got to figure out these humans. They be crazy. I'm going to live among them. He was raised in Kansas by a human family. He is human.
He's human. He just happens to be from another planet.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, very much so. He's an American, too. You know? Like, I know he's a world symbol,
yeah,
but he has American values. And that's kind of important when you watch, like, Red Sun, right? When you watch that one, you see different values because it's a what if, where he lands. So
the comic's better than that animated bit of garbage we got.
Yeah.
Is it really? Because I didn't mind the animate.
I didn't like it.
No?
No, I love the comics.
A lot better. Mark Millar. Good stuff.
All right, so I don't know.
I just think it's a fan film, and like, that's it. That's fine.
Good on you for trying.
Hey, they did the S symbol looks better than some of the S symbols I've seen. A little muscly on the comic.
A little bit.
Fine.
A little bit.
It's a fan film. That's cool.
It kind of looks like Mad Day with his eyes a bit squinted.
Can I make the Campia comment?
I would never have eyebrows that crazy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, at least they didn't name or his bulge.
Okay.
I don't. What did they do to Mimir?
Nemor. Yeah. What was
they
that?
Castrated him.
They totally castrated him.
Wait, Culture. Are you disappointed that you didn't get to see the cock?
He is. He told me.
Culture, be honest. What are you wearing right now? Look at you. You're like a billboard.
My God.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Repping, brother.
Yeah, he does.
I rep everybody. I'm in a minute. I'm gonna have a costume change. I'm gonna rep my buddy Quarter Black.
This is getting out of control.
Yep. I do have this.
He has yet to buy a T-shirt from me though, so fuck you, Culture.
Just all I could tell you is
he's been around for 5 minutes. Calm down. He'll get to you.
Leave Shags alone. He's tall, handsome, and gonna surpass us very soon.
Yeah, he's gonna go by us all. And you know what? He just because Gary's here, he's not wearing his man bun, so we don't call him Shagsy during this stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
He already called me out on Twitter, so it's okay.
I did, and I will continue to do so. Last time I checked, you're not a samurai or Dan Vask.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
Brian, why do you ask me these questions? Because you know his answer. You know it's going to upset me. But ask Gary about predictions for wins and if he thinks Gurm will finish Winds of Winter. Like, predictions are fine, but I still am holding on hope I'm getting this book.
This is the year I predicted it was going to come out.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, it's still early in the year. I think
was
Jesus
back in 2019. I don't know if I should update that. Yeah, he's got 500 more pages to go.
According to who?
According to him, he's 75% done. So I don't know what the math is, but 75% of it being done over 11 years. So what would 25%?
So that's 2,000
like
pages.
Yeah, that's 4
He's done.
Yeah.
We're never getting it.
Well, no, Jane. For us to get the book by Christmas, he needs to be done by March.
Yes.
By March.
He'll be done. He'll drop dead of a heart attack by
June.
then.
Maybe June.
He's one hamburger away from dead.
I know. I don't want him to die, though.
Oh, I don't want him to
I
die.
don't,
No.
I don't wish that on anybody. But
He wouldn't shake my hand. Doesn't mean I don't like him.
That blows my mind that he didn't, man. I mean, they know they watch. I hope he watched that. I've been simping your ass for years. Where is just finish this goddamn book? Put down your trains. Put down your damn movies.
Oh, wild cards can go to hell.
Oh,
wild cards can go to hell. I don't care what he thinks about the Giants. I don't care what he thinks about the Jets.
Yeah.
Stop executive producing 19 shows.
Yeah, they don't need you.
Gary, I know he said he's 500 pages away, but he has done everything he could to avoid writing that book. Every show, every video game, anything. It comes up, he's like, oh, no, he doesn't.
What finally got him to finish it was, I think, the response to Game of Thrones season 8 for sure, and the pressure was off, and the pandemic, obviously, but he should have finished during the pandemic. And I don't agree with Preston Jacobs on much. I think his theories are freaking whack.
I was just about to ask you this question,
but he's totally whack. But the one thing he got right was parsing out like how much George has done lately. Yeah. So most of the book was the leftover chapters from Dance with Dragons, and he only I think he only started writing Winds of Winter during the pandemic. So I think he's done the bulk of his writing over the last year and a half, and he finally got back in the groove.
Right. So he had the leftover chapters from...
And he re-edited some of those.
There you go. And then he
so
just
like
started...
Forsaken and all that? Because that was pretty decent from memory.
Forsaken, yeah. That was supposed to be in Dance with Dragons, but it's the best chapter he's ever written.
Damn good. Yeah, Preston did that video on it, and I find him very entertaining. I can't stand his politics and the way he's snarky little dude, but I do enjoy his theories. I don't agree with them all, but he has been doing this fan writing project. I don't know if you've seen that. Where
I've seen it. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Like I literally would say, okay, just give me a book. I want to read a book. I want to read George's book, but if I can't, I just need to end to the story. I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind.
Preston lets his atheist beliefs get involved in fantasy writing, and he's like, there's no magic, and it's like, dude, for somebody who obsesses about George as much as he does, he should know that George is a massive Tolkien fan.
Yes,
he has Tolkien original Tolkien art, Alan Lee art in his house. There's absolutely Melisandre does. I just heard him today going, yeah, Melisandre. If you listen to the chapter, she's all full of shit. It's like no, there's actual magic, but not all of her magic is real. Just 75% is bullshit. 25% is real, and it's dangerous.
Well, don't forget, as the years come on, Gary, she was using that stuff early on, but as time has gone on, she's gotten more powerful in the actual magic.
Yeah, so, and that reveal in the show is from George. She is old. She is really old.
Yep. I want to know how old, though.
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker, though.
No, I think the Werewood Net hive mind thing is real, but that doesn't explain the others, and that doesn't explain shadow babies and and dead people walking around, and that's magic.
He totally went for the like apocalyptic, world that was advanced, and now it's all like telekinesis. I can't say that word either, and shit like that, right? Yeah. Stewardess. But I can understand where he's going with that, with some of the werewood net stuff, but there is actual magic. What are dragons? What are these are fantasy type things. That's where he loses me. But he does. I think where he said he thinks George is, I think he's dead on, and that's sad that he's doing that to us.
No, I think that's where we came into agreement. It's like, oh, this isn't gonna finish. This story is never gonna. Somebody else will have to finish it.
Well, a wise man.
I hope it's whoever wrote season 8, because I just want to hear John just go McQueen all over the last 10 pages.
A wise man once said that what you perceive as science, we perceive as magic. No, that's not right. What did Thor say?
I don't know. Yeah, pretty much that.
Was it yeah.
Well, that's Arthur C. Clarke said that. That's you're paraphrasing what Arthur C. Clarke said.
Pretty sure that was Chris Hemsworth playing Thor.
Yeah, he said it way before Arthur C. Clarke.
No, but nobody said it. Nobody
Wasn't it
said
Jennifer
it.
Lawrence, though? I thought she was the one who said it.
Oh, yeah, it could have been Jennifer Lawrence. That one I'll
Jennifer
accept.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you got a point.
She'll be around to finish the book. There you go. We're fine. We're fine.
She's had a lot of talks with George and, fleshed out a lot of story points with him. So I have a feeling that she'll be a good writer. Good way to finish that up.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I'm just so sick of like what we've got in Hollywood today, what we get in books today. Like, just give me the old George. Just doesn't give a shit. He's like, this is medieval. This is how our world was. And I'm just, some people get raped, people get murdered. This shit happens.
Well, clearly he doesn't give a shit about writing.
No, he doesn't. But
Not anymore.
I think he's too many of his buddies have been canceled to where he's back to the I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I've always said that.
He's posted some free speech stuff.
I saw that
on his Not a blog that was pretty good. So
yeah. It was that one something about books. It was like there is more than one way to burn a book, and the world is full of people running around with lit matches. Ray Bradbury. Yep. I just hope it works out that way.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. God, she's amazing. But I mean, people are starting to call out woke Hollywood. You have, I mean, they're not, Stephen Dorff isn't a huge star, but calling out woke Marvel, Terry Gilliam. I think that was a huge one against Terry against Joaquin.
Gilliam or Gillen or who was it again?
Gilliam. I know Gilliam.
Terry Gilliam.
And the horse.
Gilliam. The stewardess.
I hate you fucking people.
From Vietnam.
You're all big when he's around. Leave me alone. But did you guys look into that? Terry ripped him apart, and I have the article to talk about it. But
the Time Bandit show?
Yes.
It's like that's blasphemy.
Oh my. Well, when you have him right here saying that he walked out on it. So, if for people who don't know, I can't say his other fucking name either. Waikiki. He is.
Taka Waikiki?
Taka Waikiki. Yeah, thank you. Is remaking
Taka Woke Titties.
Taka Waititi's. Well, he's making a series for Apple TV. I don't know why everyone's all of a sudden making all these fantasy series from things we love, but they're ruining them. We also got another one we'll talk about after this one. But, how do you say his last name? Terry Gilliam?
Gilliam.
Yes.
Because I've been saying that. Okay. Reportedly extremely upset. His disdain for the entire project was quite obvious. So what do you think is he was there for a short period of time. I guess he was supposed to be there for 2 weeks, left after 3 days. Wow. So I don't know.
Hey, I probably worked with Taika Waititi and realized this guy is too busy with 3-ways and probably drugs. And doesn't give a shit. How are they going to do this show? There's a bunch of little people in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't have, thanks to, why am I blanking on his name now?
Peter Shrinklage.
Yeah, Shrinklage.
Yeah, thanks to Peter Dinklage, who kicked out the ladder out from behind him. The step ladder. Yeah, little people can't get work anymore. So what are they going to do?
I don't know. Clean urinal. I don't know. That's a
It will
terrible
be
thing.
Really diverse, I'm sure.
Really diverse.
Super diverse, and it will be our strength. Oh my God. Just watch the movie again. The movie's a masterpiece. I watched this when I was 12, and it was like the perfect age to see it.
Yep.
And it's what turned me on to Terry Gilliam and like art and film, but it was still made for a 12-year-old.
Yep.
But dude, there's a comic adaptation, and there's some like unlicensed props, and I've got everything related to this film, including the weathered map.
This was the movie with Gerald Butler, right? His dad went missing in time, and he has to go back and get his dad. No.
Wow.
Gerald Butler was the dad. It was
No, you're
no. This is a real movie.
Gerard Butler
You're talking about the one with Billy
12
Connolly in
when
it.
this
I was
movie
about to
came
say he watched it with Gary.
No, it had Fast and the Furious in it. Remember? What's his name that died?
It's called Timeline.
Oh, is that Timeline?
So making me feel better how I've been doing tonight. All right,
Oh.
no, this is like
You're
a
welcome.
19. I want to say it's 1982, 81, somewhere.
I guess I
around
missed this one.
Gerald Butler.
Gerald
He
Butler.
he was the kid in the movie. No, this kid is like I haven't seen it in probably 30 years, but it's still one of those movies that stuck with me because like they pushed the wall in the kid's bedroom, and I always thought like shit that would be amazing. But it's a movie with little people going through time, and you can't do that today. The jokes they have, the things they do, like you couldn't do it. So I guess he was there watching Taika Waititi, and he wasn't happy, said one of the insiders. He kept groaning and making remarks. Terry was supposed to be there for 2 weeks, but he left after 3 days. His disdain for the entire project was obvious. You probably won't be hearing any praise from the series from him anytime soon. They're destroying everything, man.
When's it coming out?
So I don't think they actually have an official release date yet. But you also have Amazon. Like they're all just going after things we love. You have Amazon right here.
Well, there's talks that it was 2 years ago, but there was talks of another hitchhiker show, which will be terrible now.
What? Really?
Yeah. Who knows? Like Apple TV has a bunch of they have surplus cash everywhere, so they can throw money into Apple TV. Who's got Apple TV? I don't.
I do.
I don't watch a damn thing on it. I hate Apple products.
Oh,
my
man.
wife's all
Severance
Apple.
is an amazing series,
I
Gary.
heard that's good, but it's on Apple, so I don't want to see
The
it.
one about
Walker.
the moon, the one where they're the Russians
It's all
win the
women.
space
Yeah,
race.
I didn't
was
care for
really
that.
Good, actually.
Nope.
All right,
Chad,
man,
you're
we
wrong.
know.
Second episode, all women. Out. The girlfriend and I were like, we'll go watch something else with men. Yeah.
You always, dude, that's disturbing. But what was this movie with all women, Shags?
For All Mankind. It was
For All Mankind.
Ronald D. Moore.
Oh, all right.
From Battlestar.
There's just too many like.
It just sounded what it sounded like. The pitch to me turned me. It was just another one of those. We're gonna do something we did with All Men, except this time. It's all
Yep. That's exactly what it was.
Because it works every time. It works every time.
I can't wait for Saving Private Ryan, the female.
Right.
Saving
Come
Private
save
Rihanna.
me. Rihanna, yeah. Please save me. I'm just sick of it all, man.
Earn this, girl. Earn this.
You know
You
what?
already have, just by being a woman, you've earned it.
First of all, you guys coming here trying to save me, it's disgusting. I can save myself.
It would probably be great because they just go in there and talk people to death, and just be like ripping their hair and their ears off.
Did that bitch just shoot at me? Oh my god.
Bitch.
We should make a fan film with the vet guy with that one. That'd be good. Yeah, they just keep adding 12 Angry Women. That's a win right there. Well, they have the glorious few that are allowed to keep doing things like
Jane, really? God dang it.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah. Wait a minute, there she is.
For All Mankind, dark-skinned woman with no hair.
Oh, she's angry then.
Mm-hmm.
She's angry. Jane taught me something very valuable when we first started streaming together, and Lorraine Creel, to like look at movies and really see when they try to add diversity what they're really doing, because they add diversity, but every dark-skinned it's usually a darker skinned woman that's heavier set is always the angry one, and the lighter skinned girl is always the prettier one. And like she just broke it down, the demasculation of black men and all this. I've learned so much from her, and she's right, and they have not stopped since. It just keeps happening and it's even more.
Oh, dude, Tulsa King,
Okay.
the black kid, has a good dad. I was like, what?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
even
yeah.
tries to get him out of crime. It's
Yeah, I was
ridiculous.
like-
I didn't know what to do with it.
I
It's
don't
like
know
you
what
gotta
I'm
you gotta go
watching.
home. You
What's
gotta
going
work
on?
hard.
We're gonna be
Yeah,
reviewing
he has a,
that
he has
in 2
a
weeks,
good
right?
a good dad.
I think Nina, we're gonna be reviewing that in a couple weeks with her.
Oh.
Yes. With Nina.
I
Oh,
didn't-
Tulsa King.
Yeah, you're
All
not.
right, I'll watch it.
No, you're not invited. But okay, so no, it's not. She tells me to be the bouncer. I'm sorry. No, that's
No,
not
she
true.
doesn't.
That's not true.
I was
at all.
I was on the for terminal list. What are you
'cause
talking
I
about?
left. I wasn't available.
shit. Mayors for Kingstown. Have y'all started watching that yet? Because it's one of the best shows on TV.
I'm going to now that the actor
Oh.
almost died. I'm one of those people.
And you have plenty of time till the next season because he's got about a year or two of recovery in front of
They
him.
could just write it in. They could just like.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We talked about on the on Family Guy where they have Joe running in the fan film, and it's really him rolling, but they show legs running. Like they could do that with him.
Oh
No,
Oh my god.
too soon. I'm sorry.
A little.
All right, whatever. How
Yes,
bad
a good
is it?
dad, Jane.
Yes.
I don't know if Jane has seen it, but the dad is actually legit.
Yeah,
good dad.
no, I think she's
Yeah.
shocked actually.
Yeah.
We're gonna be reviewing that,
And
so
not a
she-
good dad in where like, oh, buddy, like it's really complex. The kid is doing some pretty messed up stuff. Dad helps, but dad also goes, you're on your own. Like
Oh,
there's
shit.
a point. Yeah, like it's good dad, good dad stuff.
Yeah.
Proper
So
dad stuff.
is that Stallone? Is he producing that?
I
Or
think
is that-
so. I mean, it's pure Stallone though. Like it is just old school. Stallone's funny. He's a funny guy. So like it was a lot more funny than I thought it would be, and it had no business being that good. And it's like it's normal Taylor Sheridan like network TV stuff,
Right.
With a little edgier. The violence is pretty good. I mean, like I guess that sounds bad, but
Yeah.
the violence good because it's a fish out of water mobster who did 25 years to life, keeping his mouth shut for a family. Then he gets out. Then he gets basically banished to Tulsa. So, and then he goes up against the biker gang there.
Oh,
You're,
okay.
And he
you're gonna
immediately-
like Mayor of Kingstown because it's darker. It's rough. They don't play around. They do not hold back, and it's definitely that kind of same dark vibe
Excellent.
that you see. Yeah.
Me and my wife need something to watch after we did Tulsa King in a day. We're just like, I can't stop.
You're gonna burn through Mayors of Kingstown because
sweet.
it's great.
My
It
wife
is really
loves
really
it.
good.
My wife loves it.
Gary, can you name 2 other times that Sylvester Stallone has played a gangster?
I could. Can I
A
say
gangster.
one?
Wait, because he
Get
he
Carter,
was
right?
Count as a
Get Carter?
gangster.
There's one. Get Carter.
Carter. Yep.
Get Carter.
he was a collector in Rocky, right? He beat up people to collect the money.
No,
No.
but no,
But
like an
that's not
actual
really
gangster.
Mob adjacent.
And in the chat already got it.
Oh, you know what? Oscar. I just thought of it on my own.
You're
Looking at the
such an
chat.
idiot, dude. You're such an
Yeah.
idiot.
Oscar, the movie cover or the movie poster had him hanging off of a clock. That's right. So well done to the chat.
I don't
But
think I've ever
Oscar?
seen Oscar.
yeah,
Is that the one where he sings, or am I thinking Bruce Willis in that other one?
are you talking
What?
about Hudson Hawk?
All right, we're gonna
Yeah, I
read
may
a
be
couple.
thinking of Hudson
No,
Hawk.
that was good. Does Death Race count?
Death Race. It might.
Death Race 2000. Come on,
Right.
nice.
We're gonna read. They're not called super chats here because I'm demonetized. So stream elements, thank you. And then we have a couple from the Rumble side, so that's awesome too. You son of a bitch. Okay, I gotta take a sip.
Veet Maniz. How did he say it? I can't even say it wrong like he said it.
I hate you guys.
Say it again.
Vietnamese stewardess. Vietnamese son of a bitch.
Vietnamese Charlie's in the trees.
Vietnamese stewardess. You suck.
Uterus. You're like saying uterus. That's right. It's like a uterus, except a steward.
in the it's a mile high. A mile
It's
high.
a Vietnamese stuttering uterus.
Yeah. All right, one more time.
I gotta mute myself.
What am how am I saying Vietnamese wrong? How-
Because you're switching the nom to Manin.
Vietnamese. That just
There we
sounds
go.
wrong to me, dude. I know I'm
it's
saying
right.
Studerus wrong. Oh,
dang
son
it.
of a bitch. All right, tipped $1.
Just sound it out.
I don't want to.
Are you sure?
That's the problem.
How many strokes have you had?
All right,
There's
look.
been some times I woke up on the floor and was like, was I dead? So
Wait.
there has been those moments. So
All right, Scott, I'm gonna take a bullet for you. I
Not
always
a
pronounced
nitrous.
it. I always pronounced it Vietnamese. Is that wrong too?
That's correct.
Oh, well, fuck you,
Vietnamese.
Scott. You're on your own. I got that one
Thanks
right on
a
my
lot.
own.
Good try, buddy. So, anyways, that person's tipped $1. What's Gary's greatest cameo in a comic book film?
Mine? I
Yeah,
haven't been in a
how many
comic book
films
film
Yeah,
yet.
I was about to say. I don't think I've seen
Yeah,
your
yeah,
cameo.
so how many has he been in?
Are you
I know
gonna
he's
be
been
in
in
the-
some comic books.
I've been
So-
in some comic books, but not in a comic book film. Not
So I'm
yet,
guessing
anyway.
like a cameo like Elon Musk in Iron Man 2.
Donald Trump in Home Alone 2.
Yeah, there you go. That will never happen. I just don't see Hollywood really embracing. Or, well, it would take me to say yes and go over there and do it, and I wouldn't. So
It would be funny, man. Come on, like something really cheesy that we all know you did it for the reason of just saying like this is ridiculous that I'm even in this.
if I could wear my "Make Marvel Mail Again" shirt,
Well, what they'll do, Gary, is they'll get you in the boys' comic, but you'll be the other guy at the warehouse.
oh well.
The other guy.
I think they've inserted all of us into the boys recently, anyway. So
Yes.
I love people like use boys memes to like own us chuds when on our Marvel takes, and I'm like, do you really know what the comic's about? Do you have any idea what the comic's about?
No, they don't.
They hate superheroes. It's supposed to be superheroes as if they were. I mean, it's supposed to be a look at fucking the society, the consumer society, but it's also a look at superheroes as if they were celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So it's supposed to be a dark comedy parody of superheroes. It's turned into Trump,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad.
Like they had that one thing with the kingdom being kind of like making fun of the left, but really they're going hard on more
I don't
conservative
know-
people.
I don't know why I always saw it as a commentary on Hollywood. I always thought that The Boys was a commentary on Hollywood.
Well, in a way,
It is. It's a commentary on superheroes, Hollywood, and consumer culture.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
mean, if they ended up doing the Seaman spin-off, it would have worked better. But they've called it something different now.
And they've completely changed it. By the way, the comics are far superior, like just far superior. Homelander makes more sense in the comic books than he does in the show. Now the show's just become the Homelander show.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it's become. But
Well, dude, like Black Noir, they've completely like the
They
entire
jacked
story
that
is
up so
completely
bad.
different now. Like,
and like, are they going to bring in Tech Knight? Like that's the funniest
Yeah.
thing in the book is Tech Knight. Do you want me to spoil it? a
Yeah,
little bit
please
for you?
spoilers.
Tech
Everybody.
Knight, Tech Knight
we don't
is,
read.
is Batman, kind of a Batman too, but he has a little problem. He likes to have sex with everything. He's got a
Yeah.
horrible sex addiction, and he, dude, it's so bad. It's funny. You'd have to see it in the comic books or look it
Well,
up.
he'd get along with Lando, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. Oh, really? They would be chums.
Great segue into the big news about Tomb Raider.
Not really. Not really.
Okay, well, she played the robot in.
All I could think of was poor Melanie Mack. Like,
There you go.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Oh my
I know,
God. Right.
Like all I know about Tomb Raider is big boobs, video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
And
in
she moaned when
wolves.
she moaned when she lifted herself up. I remember that much.
I think Angelina Jolie did a good job, but I think Melanie Mack would have been a great Tomb Raider.
Jane says that what's funny is they don't want people to like Homelander, and yet we do. Yeah, he's like the Archie Bunker of superheroes,
Right.
except murdering people.
Right. Well,
Yes.
you realize the guy's just a whack job and just wants people to love him and love him so much that he gets so angry when they don't, he kills them.
Well,
Yeah,
isn't
we've
it
all
like
been
that
there.
though? Like Alan Moore never wanted anybody to like Rorschach.
Yeah.
Like he's like, and everybody likes Rorschach. Everybody does. So
Damn right.
well, it's because he's real. He's absolutely real. That's what we like about the character. He's completely 1000% honest, and you might not like some of his views towards the world, but he did know ultimately right from wrong at the end. And yeah, it's that's Homelander is a joke now. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, they make him like he's just a. It's the difference is it's like in the show, and I don't know about the comics as much, Gary, but is like in the show they make him like he needs the love, like the clicks, you know, the likes, and like it's just he seems very. I don't know. Is he as childlike in the comic? You know what I'm saying? Like he's childlike in this. Like he reacts like a little baby kid. Like doesn't know. How
Really
I mean, like, he's psychotic, but he's not. I never got that impression.
Right.
Maybe somebody else did, but I never got that impression. No. The comic is far superior. And Garth Ennis like hates superheroes. Can't stand them. Like he'll do anti-heroes. He's really good. His Punisher run was unbelievable. His stuff with Judge Dredd was fantastic. But yeah.
And Huey was actually a badass in it, for a believable one.
Yeah, he's a much better character in the comics.
Like you would believe in the comic, because there's a part in the comics where he beats the guy to death because he shoved a gerbil up the guy's ass.
Yeah, he's got
twice.
like a Wesley type arc in The Boys.
Yeah,
like it's pretty epic.
Yeah. Who's his dad? I always forget his dad. The actor's
Simon
dad.
Pegg. That was
No, no, in real life, the actor's dad. Yeah, Randy Quaid, right?
No,
Randy
not the
Quaid.
crazy one, the other one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis
Quaid.
Randy Quaid. I follow him on Twitter. He's interesting.
Yeah, he totally killed his character from Independence Day. That's for sure.
Hey, Grant.
That was Randy.
Grant, do me a favor. Read this one. I'll be right back.
Are you gonna go fix those peas?
Dude, what is that? Is it something on
your peas are puffy?
Stewardess.
My peas are puffy?
Yes. Yes.
He doesn't like talking. I'll be back.
Does he often leave during his own show?
He doesn't even show up on Wednesday.
You know what? First
Gary
of all,
doesn't even show up on Wednesday. I had to take over his show.
It's called a baller. Yeah, and you didn't even start showing up.
He'll shoot me.
I took your example.
Hey, can you run the Saturday show? I got a picnic thing I forgot about. I'm like, well, your show's at night. It should be fine. Oh yeah, but all right. Anyway, Ice Wallows Perm tipped $1. What does Shags use in his beard to make it look so good?
Yeah, well, that's definitely going to get clipped now.
You better say my product. You better say my product.
Easy. It's I usually use leftist tears, and it makes it all shiny and it grows in really, really thick.
How dare you pick sides? How dare you pick sides?
I don't really use anything actually.
Actually, the real answer, according to the chat, and I agree, is ranch. Ranch dressing.
Oh, I could do the smell on that thing.
Yes,
would be awful.
It's ranch.
Scott, you feel relieved now? Did everything come out okay?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later. It's a backstage thing.
Whoa, hey now.
Yeah, it is. Blue Eyed Roof Korean also on the Rumble side shot a $5. I love Blue Eyed. We met in Gary's chat years ago, and he's been a supporter ever since. And I really appreciate him. Really good dude. Got to meet him. Somehow Scott managed to get demonetized on YouTube again. That was once. I just can't get remonetized for some reason. And I thought we could talk about that too, this reuse shit.
I tried to tell you, dude.
No. I got demonetized. You did tell me. Look, Gary, I even said that to people. I got demonetized. That was on me. But this remonetized thing is against all of us, because what they're using is... I'm going to finish this. I'm going to tell you in a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Again, Pinocchio here and yes, Gary told me, Ryan told me, quite a few people told me. No, not you.
I told you.
No, you didn't. Pinocchio here. Has anyone else noticed we have never seen Gary and Maynard James Keenan in the same place? I'm on to you, Gary.
Wow.
Yeah, what a tool.
Maynard's actually pretty cool.
Who the fuck is Maynard?
I'm a little lost.
Who's Maynard?
He just gave you a clue. Grant gave you a clue.
I can barely hear Grant and understand him. He's speaking some other language. He has to go.
I'm speaking Vietnamese.
I hate you sometimes. I hate you sometimes.
Uterus. I can't even say it wrong.
See, now
stuttering uterus.
Stuterus.
Did somebody just get yelled at by a little girl that they're saying it wrong?
because his daughter respects me. Studerus. So anyways, yeah, the demonetization thing. Yes, I got demonetized. That was all me. I totally have to admit when I am in the wrong. That's something I've learned in the years. But getting remonetized, they're telling me that my channel, I read from articles. My videos, and live streams are too much alike.
What? Like of what? Your live streams are too much like themselves?
Like each other. There's no
other.
change in them. They think he's just using a template.
Right. Like
I'm not live streams.
Like, hi, insert guest here. Like, but they're also like when you do a video with a article, like, this up in your screen, they feel like you shouldn't be doing that. That's what they told me. They literally said, "This we don't want this. This is you're reusing somebody else's like."
It's under the new banner of repetitious content. Is the new thing. It's a subheading of reused content. So
I got hit for it. Zach's got hit for it. Flaccid got hit for it. All these smaller channels that got demonetized for stupid shit.
Not just small channels. I mean, even right now as we speak, that prick that has Memology's channel is going live, and YouTube's doing
Yeah,
nothing
I was going to
about
say,
it.
why don't we start talking about crypto?
Yeah,
Mark, you got a plane in the back.
Not anymore. What's up, Savages?
What's up, my man?
What's
How you
up,
doing?
man?
All right. I saw a link and I clicked on it. I wasn't sure where it was going to take me, but I'm glad it took me here. What's up?
I'm glad it took you there.
Yeah, finally, I'm not the only one representing.
We're about to talk about crypto.
Yeah, crypto. And
Yeah, you ready for some crypto?
What, you mean Superman's dog?
Yes, that's it.
That would
Nice.
be a better word.
Cryptocurrency. Dog superhero dog currency. That's
Currency.
Understand.
Well, how
I
you
knew
been,
that.
Mark? How you been?
Working hard, my man.
that was
You
hard.
always
Working
are,
hard.
man. You're always working.
Yeah. I thought slavery was abolished, but apparently not.
Yeah.
These people, man. Oh my
I
God.
feel the struggle. I'll be working tomorrow morning.
That mandatory overtime is a bitch.
Ah, that sucks.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Time and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. I got
Sign-on
Yeah,
bonuses.
My son's enjoying spending my money though, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for.
You're a good dad. Good dad.
He's a very good dad. I
At
respect.
18, do what my parents did. Show me the door. Here's an apartment. See ya.
Wait, show you the door. Here's an apartment we're buying for you.
Yeah. He's
You're
got
on
his
your
eye on
own.
this-
White
he's got
man
his eye on
problems.
this fancy private school too. That I'm going to try to get him into next year. So
Oh,
we'll
yeah?
see.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
got to get him out of public school, man. That shit is
Yep.
a toilet.
Yep.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Yeah.
Yep.
It's disgusting what's going on. Like, I try to keep it. My kids are only in like third and kindergarten. And I try to keep
Yes.
an eye on the teachers. Thank you, Matt. Dick. One of the first grade teacher didn't have an American flag. And they never did the pledge. Like, they don't do the pledge in school anymore. They don't have flags in certain rooms.
Well,
Dude.
Well, flags are racist. Didn't you know that?
did
I'm
you
learning, I
see the
guess.
video of the teacher cutting the kid's hair while she's saying the national anthem? And she really cut the kid's hair, and all the kids had to run out the classroom while she's there singing the national anthem with scissors in her hand. Am I the only
What?
one that saw this?
Could you find it, please?
Oh, yeah, I'll give it a look. Yeah.
I love shit like that.
These schools have become so anti-boy, anti-man. You know, it's like I've had so many talks with my son about that. I'm like, kid, you would have a much easier time if you just told them you were coming out of the closet. You know what I mean? They would embrace you. They would love you. But like guys, like we roughhouse and stuff like that. The minute you start roughhousing, you get a suspension. You get a detention. You know, it's like, fuck this, man. You know, you can't. Hey, I don't know where we're going in the future if we're not going to raise men to be men. They're ashamed to be men.
Yes, they
Well,
are.
I really hope. people
Sorry,
stay on-
guys. Sorry.
No,
Crypto.
I really hope people stay on. Like there was a mass. I think the midterm succeeded with local school elections. There was a lot of turnover. There needs to be more. It needs to be done year after year. I think we need a couple of decades of this but we saw it starting. I know, screw senators and congressmen right now. We got to flip those school boards that are pushing all kinds of Marxist BS and anti-boy BS.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to, I'm not an atheist, but I'm not a religious person. And I put my kid in a Christian school, and it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. Everybody there is
that's
great.
what we're looking at.
Yeah. And it wasn't like some super expensive private school, and it was reasonably priced, but it took us a minute to find it. Otherwise we were going to homeschool them. It's like that's it. Like,
yeah.
Now I saw the worst of the worst, which was San Francisco. It was, with freaking Antifa crap all over the place.
In San Francisco, their pronouns have pronouns.
Yeah.
It's just gonna get a lot worse if we can't turn this thing around, man.
You're right.
I've seen
scary.
it. I've seen kids that he grew up with since they were little, and I see how they're growing up, like his friends, and he's got friends of like every walk of life. So I see that it's affecting everybody.
Yep. Yep.
And it's undeniable. So I'm just like, we got to get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, my daughter, my oldest daughter's awesome. She is 8 years old, going on 9, and she was talking about something, and her teacher said that might be a little insensitive how you said that, and she goes, well, my dad taught me that I'm in America and I could speak free. And the teacher said, she came home and told me this, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to meet this lady, like the parent teacher, because it's on. And all she said was, your daughter
The
is
French?
nuts.
Oh, I thought your daughter got in trouble for saying the French, because you're not supposed to put the in front of anything because it's insensitive.
Oh, dude, fuck the AP in the ear hole.
See?
Is that where you're getting that?
Where do you come from this? What is that? Like,
This is a real thing.
Yeah, dude, the AP, Reuters, all these fucking news organizations are so fucking compromised now. You got me cursing. You got me saying bad words. That's how upset I
Next
am.
thing you're not even going to be able to say the Vietnamese.
Stop it. Leave those people
Studerist.
alone. Studerist.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, but what did your? I
refuse
do
to
know what your
use,
daughter said, though. I apologize.
No, she just stuck up for herself, but she tries to do it to me, and I'm like, look, that's a different world. In this house, it's a dictatorship. Because she did. She goes, I have freedoms, Dad. I'm like, not here. No, sorry.
Outside the front door, you do, honey.
Well, these lessons you're giving me are really confusing.
Yeah, that's what
when
it
it can be free.
Poor kid. I'm like,
I'm just gonna be a dinosaur. I told my sister. I call my sister my favorite SJW because she is hardcore SJW and everything. But I love her so. But she uses the pronouns and all that stuff. She's like, Mark, you have to. I'm like, no, I don't have to. I'm not going to. It doesn't make any sense. If you see one person standing there, why are you gonna call them they, them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
you know one person, singular.
I still don't understand that one
word.
But
I said a word right now. I'm just responding to chat. They asked me.
Word. But
Word.
like, it's one of those things, Gary, where like, I couldn't imagine San Francisco and then moving to Texas. Like the difference, was it just night and day?
Yeah. I mean, like it was fine because I'm not from San Francisco. So I moved there when I was like 30. I'm from SoCal. So a totally different world.
San Diego, baby. Yeah.
San Diego. So it's still pretty normal down there.
It is? All right, good.
So moving to San
75%
Antonio was
less
like
crew on the
being in a
sidewalk.
flatter San Diego without a beach. That was a lot less expensive.
All right, we're going to Cali. My wife wants to go there, and I'm like, what? But someplace near San Diego. She says it's not what you think, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, San Diego's nice. It was except for downtown. Like just go to North County on the beaches and stuff. It's really nice.
Yeah, dude, PB up to
La Jolla,
like UTC,
Del
La Jolla.
Mar.
Yeah. Yeah, Del Mar's the best, man. Great. It used to be an amazing skate park. I freaking love that as a kid.
DC is the mall I used to all us punk rockers used to hang out at.
Yep.
Punk
University
rockers.
Town Center.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider the Pogues punk rock, or are they like a folk
No.
punk? I don't know what they are, but I
They're
love them.
folky.
They're folky.
Oh, dude, the American, I love that song, and they used it in The Wire from the Pogues.
Yeah.
Pogues are good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Sing a little bit.
I don't know if it'd be.
It's
Yeah, break down.
oh shit,
hear it.
I'm going
Come on.
blank now.
Go
God damn
for
it.
it,
No,
bro.
I would. Don't put too much pressure on me. I can't do it then. Hold on.
All the pressure's on you now. Come on.
Oh,
Remember
hold
a
on.
song,
Yeah,
American
no,
by
hold on.
Pogues.
No, I am a real American. No, that's Hulk.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on.
the Hulk. Come on.
Hold
You
on.
got this.
Damn it.
Royal Rumble was.
I'm born in the
It's
USA.
eye of the
I was
tiger.
No.
I was born in the US of A.
No.
Oh,
You can,
went to
you
the
can do this,
they
man.
go to the funeral. Oh, and in the room next is a dead man.
Dead Man's Party.
There's a jazz party.
Dumpster dive that hat.
What's wrong, Zoe?
I've
What
had
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I just
You
I
can do
don't
this,
know.
bro.
Pogues.
Con-
Remember the
concentrate.
Wire? Remember the Wire when somebody would die and they'd have them on the The pool
somebody
table
would die.
That was in Baltimore.
Yeah, they would all sing it.
What? Okay, so this is Irish, like.
Yeah, the Pogues.
Okay. Because I don't remember a song "The Americans" by them, and
There's not the Americans.
Okay, let's move on.
You could have sang it, man.
This was at least 3 minutes.
Well,
of
too much pressure.
This feels like two people with dementia talking to each other, right?
That's most of our shows. What is this? What is this, Mad?
Oh,
That's
this
what you
is
told
the
me to
video.
find. Body of an American is the song. Body of an American.
What so proudly we hail by the twilight's last
Why is she cutting his hair and singing?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Next.
Shit.
Is this a
Psychotic
teacher
shit is
in a
this? Is this
school?
Yes,
serious?
this
Tell
is
me
a
she's
teacher.
fired now.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
someone give us
they
backstory.
asked to sing the anthem and she didn't want to.
Oh,
So they said, but you have
Oh.
to. So she did this.
What? Oh, I mean,
Oh, dude.
I've seen it. I've had a teacher flip out in front of me in junior high, and he beat the crap out of a kid, and he was back
I'm a
teaching in 3
freeborn
years.
man in the USA. I'm a free. That's a song. Now do you
Okay.
know it?
Oh.
It just came to me.
all right, stop.
Holy
Stop.
crap.
Thank you for making him go. I had a good joke to his middle school thing because he's old. I was gonna say, was it Mr. Hand? But you screwed it
I
all
think
up.
the guest was in the middle of telling a story.
Yeah, I
Sorry
know.
about that, Gary.
broke
That's my
us.
one.
All right,
That's all
Gary.
right.
Gary, can I tell you, I'm like, every time Gary's on the stream, we have 10 people usually, and everyone's over talking everybody. No one lets you finish a sentence. I was like, guys, this time, please, for the love of Christ, let the
Have you
man
ever
finish
seen
a
Friday
sentence.
Night Tights? I
Yeah.
never get to finish his sentence there. It's fine.
I'm not
but-
subscribed.
I'm used to it.
First, you're such an ass. But you got 15K watching. I'm trying to grow here, man. Let you talk. People might say, "Oh, I'll subscribe to this guy," and they won't realize I can't speak normally until later on, and then they leave. But this asshole speaks over everybody. This one right here, everybody. Yep. Okay, then. All right.
You know, Mad, your hat almost looks as bad
I
as
just-
mine. Was it made that way, or is yours falling apart like mine?
Listen, I got duct tape holding it together in the bag. This thing I've had since 2003. I think I bought it. Yeah,
I got
it's
you well beat, my
topic.
friend. I've had this since the show was on. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, shit.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
serious?
literally disintegrating. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my
Yo,
security
Joe.
blanket kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Because it's been with me through every phase of my life. Where the military, being a cop, everything. It's been right here. So yeah, I'd be naked without it.
Yep.
All the years they lost, all that time in being a shitty baseball club. Yep, I hear that.
It's been.
That felt personal.
Can I just say something about the thing that you took off the screen that I didn't get a chance to comment on because Mad didn't stop talking ever?
This woman?
Yeah. You realize that chick would be wearing those scissors in her neck if she did that to my hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I mean,
wow.
your hair is
Just
beautiful.
threatening another woman on stream. What a shock.
Yeah, I know.
Why
Jesus,
did
but
why did the kid allow her to do that though?
Don't know.
they look
I
like
don't
they're
think
in a private
he-
school.
Yeah, I don't think he knew it was gonna happen. Maybe it was like I don't know.
For the ramparts we watch.
They're running from her. She's running with scissors.
You're supposed to be running with scissors.
Why is she wearing a Kill Bill, shirt there? That's,
Yeah, that's
she's frightening.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a violent person. Well, okay, I was, but that would have not ended well for the teacher.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's so messed up. You know what's not going to end well either?
he had a rough lockdown.
Oh, that was good. That was good, Tina. I like that joke.
Is Daredevil. This show is going to be fucking terrible.
I'm so excited for it to be terrible.
Gary had the best take on this. Did you guys ever listen to Gary to give a take on this?
Well,
What a
why don't you
coincidence. We
tell
have
us?
him here now.
Yeah, exactly. Gary, what's your take on this?
What was my take on it? Oh, maybe you should get the Daredevil writers to write Daredevil.
That makes a lot more sense.
Nah.
So you're not interested in watching Born again?
No, not from Disney Plus, where he'll just pass his batons to Elektra, who will be, which they've done in the comics already and done back.
Jesus.
Well, they already disgraced him in She-Hulk, so we already know what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
but I have to ask, and I know that Mark and Gary, you would know. So they're going to bring Jennifer Garner back.
Yeah. What about the rest of us?
Oh God, that might be better than what they're probably going to come up with. I think RuPaul will play Elektra or Billy Porter.
Oh, you want to talk about a physical presence? It would kind of make sense.
Girl, work it, girl.
That should be bad. This isn't this. I mean, if they said Arrow writers and it's maybe the writers from the first two seasons, which you can't because one of them got Me Too'd.
I didn't know
still
that.
wouldn't be good. I mean, like this is like Daredevil was written by Drew Goddard, or it was put together by Drew Goddard, right? And Stephen Knight, Stephen DeKnight did the first two seasons. They were just perfect. They were freaking perfect.
Amazing.
And Disney won't get talent like that. They won't even bother. Why? Because that talent would probably ignore Kevin Feige's notes, and everything gets noted. Kevin Feige runs everything via notes, so he gets somebody to write a script, and then he makes his little changes. They did hire some people who have actually practiced the law before to work on this show, but I'm like, I don't need a lawyer drama from Daredevil. I mean, like once in a while is fine, but I need a dark noir-like story where he's going after Kingpin and Bullseye, one of the greatest villains of all time.
You know what show could have used those lawyers? She-Hulk. You would think.
You would think. No, because the thing I always loved about Daredevil, my two favorite growing up were Daredevil and Spider-Man. Spider-Man because he was a kid my age with amazing powers in his neighbor, in New York doing his thing, but also Daredevil because it was a local, on the ground, like fighting gangsters, fighting those type of people. Like it wasn't this world saving type thing.
What those people? What are you talking about, Scott?
Those people.
Juicies.
By the way,
how dare you?
I got it halfway through that movie.
I meant them people.
I liked the on-the-ground nature. You're 100% right. I liked Hell's Kitchen. I liked the fact that these were street-level people, right, with no particular, superpowers. I mean, other than, what was given to Luke Cage, and all that. But I absolutely loved it. I thought Netflix, despite ruining a few things here and there, did a great job with the development of Daredevil. In fact, it is. I think Gary said it, and I have to agree, and maybe some other people here have. I still think it's the best. It's the best Marvel we've gotten. I think that might be the best Marvel we've ever got. So.
It is.
Charlie Cox already sounds like a beta bitch, though. He's already saying that it's not going to be like it was. And if you want to see it the way it was, then go watch the old stuff, I believe he said.
Okay.
So there it is.
That's what I don't understand is like you don't even have to have the same writers, but like at least keep it in the same tone as the original show. Like it was a brutal show. Like you said, it really showed like the character and what he was like going through, and it wasn't a whole lot of flash, but it just you could feel that this show is not going to be anything like the original Netflix series was. And you could still do that, and like okay, I guess you could sacrifice on the writers. You're not going to get the same guys, but. I don't know. They're doomed as far as I'm concerned with this show. And like you said, like She-Hulk showed what they're capable of now. Like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Immortal Coil says they'll gender swap Kingpin with Lizzo. Okay.
Sporking fact.
Immortal Coil, what's up, my brother? OG, I love that man. That's it. I don't know. What's terrible is like. People were like, after the whole She-Hulk thing, well, that's not what they're going to do on his show. No, that's exactly what they're going to do. He's going to be it's going to be comedic. Like, the dude did the walk of shame. Like, he had his boots off. Like, for what purpose? No one knows. It was just terrible idea after terrible idea. And I almost feel bad for Charlie Cox, but he also sold out because you got, the guy who played Punisher from John
Bernthal.
Yeah, dude, he will not back down. From what I've read and heard from him, he won't play a different version of Punisher. Thank God. Like
he's pretty badass. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And Cox was badass as Daredevil. Like he played both parts great. Affleck was fighting things as Matt Murdock when he should be tripping over shit. But. They allowed it to happen in Spider-Man where he catches the the brick because it's fan service. You know, like, would he have done that in the Netflix series? He probably wouldn't, because he wouldn't want to sell himself out. You know, he wouldn't want to show people he had powers. And, you know, it's just, all this shit angers me so much. I don't know what to do. We can't move on. You just got to give it up and let it burn. What do you do? Like,
bro, I can't wait to get past these lame ass times. You know what I mean? It's like I was just talking about on Twitter how I miss like the paper comics. You know, just regular paper. Oh my God. You know, I love it. You know, I'm like fondly looking back way too often because there's nothing to look forward to anymore. You know, it's just totally different. The feel is not the same anymore. So, you know, I can't wait, man, because everything that we get is just going straight, like it's swirling down the toilet. It's just showing no signs of getting better. To me,
they're not even bringing back Karen Page and Foggy. Like, they're going to recast them. They're going to recast Elektra. So it's like half of it's going to be recast.
It's always bad news.
I mean, Jill Blankenship from Naomi, like, that should just tell you right there. Like, this is going to be terrible.
It's
terrible. Naomi was terrible. Like, I tried to watch a little bit because Jane would talk about it, and I was like, this is horrible. Like, young kids doing stupid shit. There's always has to be something with a young girl with another girl. Like, do we have to keep showing it? Does that representation always have to be there? Can it just be about superheroes or someone learning their powers? You know, like,
right. The writing, you know, you can have representation all over the place, but like, just make it a good story, make it good writing. When they had what was it, Batwoman, Batgirl, whatever that was, I tried to watch it and I was literally in pain. Why do I have to be in pain? You know, watching things that I grew up with at this point. But the dialogue was so bad. The characters were so annoying. And they're just not self-aware. They don't know what it is that they're putting out into what audience. So, you know, it's terrible, man.
Yeah. I don't know what else
I've said this a lot, but like these writers were people that should have been told no their whole life and told that they suck. And instead they were propped up as like really creative and special, and they got everything that they ever wanted. And then they got to Hollywood, and like a lot of you said, like, they've just failed up to the point where like they'll just give them anything that you love. Like, oh, I get a chance at this, and then they just blow it because they don't understand what the source material was all about, and instead they studied up on a wiki page, read the first like third of it, and then were like, "I'm good," and then they ran with it. It's really too bad because they spit in our face constantly.
Shags, I don't even think they're doing that though, man. They're not even reading up on it. They're just taking the story they wanted to do and inserting superheroes. Like, it's actually that's what She-Hulk was. It was Sex in the City with She-Hulk.
Well, it was worse than that. But yes, I take, you know.
I'm sorry, I know you're a big fan.
Your opinion, yeah.
I loved it.
Between She-Hulk and Moon Knight, those two things broke me as far as
I think the issue with this new MCU, all the stuff that they're doing is, one, they're telling them, "Ooh, you got to be quippy," kind of like what Whedon was, because Whedon worked so well and they were so successful with the Avengers. Now they want everybody to be quippy, but they don't know how to be quippy, and they come into these properties with their own story that they want to tell, and it's being driven by an external. Go ahead, Culture.
No, keep going. I want to add to what you're saying. So go on. I thought you were done.
How does it feel, Matt, getting cut off? How does it feel?
It doesn't feel good.
No, good for you, Culture.
No, it's not good. We shouldn't encourage this type of behavior.
You're son of a bitch. Anyways, but we got a couple. Oh, you're going to finish a point?
Well, yeah, no, just it's driven by their ideology. It's an outside source that everything has to bend to. So if it doesn't, if what happened before doesn't fit, then they'll just cut it out or ignore it. That's what you get with Loki. You know, they ignore everything that happened before, and they're like, well, we'll show him a highlight of his life, and we'll have that, you know, change him into the Loki we want him to be in.
Presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an external MacGuffin that's driving the story forward rather than having the story unfold in of itself. You know, it all has to bend to the ideology.
Well, that's true. I mean, even from start to finish, where they get to where they need to be, a lot of times it's accidental, the reason they got there. It's not, the story doesn't build up, and they find interesting ways to get the protagonist to, you know, the end of their journey. It's usually mistakes or just simple errors that get them there. And I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head we talked about with Script Doctor and a couple others. I mean, Script Doctor put it great. The people that are in charge right now were the kids in college a few 10 years ago that were being pumped with all this SJW crap, and now they're the gatekeepers. So unless you want to make it in Hollywood, you have to write this BS if you want to be one of the bigger writers and sell your soul. I mean, I
would say that I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, please. Anytime. Cut me off anytime. Seriously.
Well, thanks. Thank you. Respect. I would say that Ryan Johnson is the granddaddy of all of this. You know what I mean? Because everybody since then, or maybe it started a little bit before that, JJ is not innocent either. But, you got the wrong people who are in charge, and they show like this undeniable contempt for the fandom of these things. Those of us who did grow up with it, like you felt it, you smelt it all over She-Hulk. And it's just that's what they're there for. I mean, they even had a scene in there where they show them in the boardroom pretty much laughing at the fans. Like, how does that happen? How does Belma happen?
No,
you know what I mean? Like these things should not happen. We love these things growing up.
They waited for the creators to die. So that's how it happened.
It went on
unchecked
for so long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, man, I love Charlie Brown. If somebody fucks up Charlie Brown, I'm running in someplace, man. I can't,
with a stern letter.
Thing I have. It'll be more than that, baby.
No, not on YouTube.
Not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. If you want to be monetized.
Yeah, that's stern letter.
Real quick, I know we have a couple of them, but I wanted to give a shout out because I know Andy goes to sleep a little bit, and he tipped $100 again. A little something to support my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, man. I'm not giving it to Gary, but I'll keep it. Thank you. Wow. And Andy's amazing. Zombie Box Reviews. He's building his channel. It's growing pretty quick. He's such a good dude. And I invited him on streams, and he's not ready for it. But when he is, I told him he could definitely come on anytime. He just is a good human being. So thank you very much. And I'm not saying that because of the money. He's a good human being.
Yeah, he is, and a wide supporter of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But if you want me to say you're a good human being, that takes $200. Please feel free.
Whoa.
Anyone out there to tip that.
Wow.
I mean, wow.
Jeez.
Excuse me, Mr. Monetize and gets a check every month.
Speaking of monetized and getting a check every month, Shagsworth has to leave us. And wait a minute, did he pull his hair up in a bun?
Yeah, you're muted.
He muted himself.
Oh, such a boomer.
Like any guy with a man bun.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh,
nice
1800s
bun going on there. Yeah. Little house on the prairie.
I'm not gonna let you guys make me mad. I'm not gonna let you do it.
No. Okay. Are you going to a brewery? I don't know.
Are you a Ronin? Are you a samurai?
You make beer in your closet, don't you? You fuck.
All those times, Gary, I defended you with pineapple on pizza. This is how you show your thanks.
Yeah. He doesn't need it from a man bun. But anyways.
Give him an outro anyway. I like him. He's handsome and tall.
All right. Wow. Okay, Culture.
I hope everything works out well with you, Dad, buddy.
No, Shags, let him know where you are, what your channel is, and why you wear a man bun.
Oh, boy.
Because I'm so much cooler than every single other person on this panel, including Gary.
I didn't even say anything to that motherfucker. What the?
Grant keeps throwing them out, and not me. Feel your oats, buddy. Yeah, just keep going.
No. Thank you for allowing me to hop on this panel. All of you guys are awesome. You guys can find me pretty much on any platform under the Shagsworth. If you like to hear my every thought, Twitter is the best place to follow. Where you got the midweek hump every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mountain Time. This week we're talking with Epic Mike, so it should be a fun time. Yep, Mountain Time. So it's late night.
Shut up!
Everyone who's cool, mad. No, that's it. I'm going to be playing some of the Dead Space remake over my Rumble channel on Monday and Tuesday because I love the game Dead Space, and we'll see how they captured the spirit of that game, or if they just ruined it because they gave Isaac a voice, and that was not something I really wanted. But that's really it, man. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube. I've been making some content for a bit now. These guys have been nice enough to
take me under their wing, show me the way. I appreciate, like I said, allowing me to come on tonight. But I have to get out of here because I have an early morning flight tomorrow back to Utah. So I will be.
And
Be safe,
Shax,
brother.
Shax, congratulations on your once a week hump.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And also sounding like you're one of those old timey, you have to crank record players. That's really cool. And I think it's going to take off.
Terrible.
It will. You guys watch. We'll be turning butter and making millions on the YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Can't hear you later.
How does it get worse?
Microphone. What the hell?
Dude,
That
I
was
gotta
string
stick
to
the mic.
it, too.
I don't know what's going on.
It's like
Gary.
wax paper over them. I don't know what it was, but that was wow. That was tough. That was tough. So, did I X out of that son of a bitch?
I think he was talking through a kazoo. To be honest with you,
That's what it sounds like wax paper.
Oh, a kazoo. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh God!
What was that?
Why?
Dude, Grant is on. He's on
Little
his own
subliminal.
thing right now. He's feeling it.
I think it's his daughter. She's clicking things on the
Whatever
mouse.
you have on your desktop, keep it to yourself.
That was
judging
then.
or
So
anything, but-
We got.
I think he put up this. Yeah, look.
Oh man, poor Steven.
Don't say Walton. You didn't make it on stream. Tell I probably. You know what? Walton has been covering my Wednesday shows. I'm gonna throw him a bone. So Gary, just get ready for some ass kissing. This is gonna be great. Stephen Walton. But while we talk about that, Gary, have you been keeping up on any UFO stuff?
Mostly ancient civilization stuff. I know the Mosul orb has kind of made the news again from 2016. I think Secure Team's doing a video on it. And Jeremy Corbell, who's been doing a bunch of documentaries, started a podcast with George Knapp.
Yes.
George Knapp is the effing man. Called
brilliant.
Weaponized. I listened to that.
Yep.
So they went over it a little bit, but I've mainly been focusing on Randall stuff lately since Ancient Apocalypse came out.
Dude, he's brilliant.
Did you see the
dangerous
Alaska
documentary on the planet?
Oh, I know, because Graham Hancock, the white supremacist. That's unbelievable. Dude.
Most liberal dude out there who is like he's an anarchist pretty much, but
he
whatever.
is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I've been following him since I found his book in like 1997. The dude is brilliant. Dude is brilliant.
Yeah,
but what about the Alaska thing?
Oh, dude, the Alaska Boneyard thing is freaking. I don't know if you saw that Joe Rogan podcast that came out.
Yeah, with all the mammoth skeletons and that. That's crazy.
Holy
in this one
crap.
tiny little area.
Was that with Bright Inside or not Bright Inside?
No, it was before that. So it's I think his name is John Reeves.
Okay.
He owns a gold mine in Alaska, and he's got this little 5-acre stretch of land that's pulled out hundreds of thousands of mammoth bones, direwolf bones, short-faced bear. Like all these, for one, direwolves weren't supposed to be in Alaska 12,000 years ago. But he was asked directly if he found any human remains, and he wouldn't answer. And he kept on saying, "Look at the logo. Look at my logo," and it's a human skull. So I mean, it was obvious. The museum. I guess a museum took some bones off his land before he bought it, but they were technically his because he bought the land, and they never returned them and dumped them into the East River.
Whoa.
So there's mammoth bones in the East River off of correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's like 64th Street or something like that.
That feels right.
It was an insane interview, and there's all these pictures. There's like this giant blue feather that was trapped in a mammoth tusk that was dated back to 12,000 years ago, and they're like there wasn't no birds of that size, and the bird had to be huge, like
what the
freaking huge. So, and they're all together and they're pulverized. So it's almost like a giant wall of water filled with rocks and sediment, just swept up all the living beings off the land and deposited them in this one little 5-acre spot.
What 12,800 years ago? I wonder what happened then.
Yeah, that kind of that number that date.
Younger Dryas.
Yeah, something about the Younger Dryas.
So it's nuts. It's nuts. And you know why? Sorry, Culture, but you know why their science and is so resistant to the flood theory, is they just don't want to go there because it would. It's a prejudice against the Bible, but it's not just the Bible that's got the flood myth. Everybody's got a flood myth.
Every culture does.
Every culture has a flood myth, and they just don't want to admit it.
They don't want to talk about it. Gary, and this is the thing. So the science.
Here's the thing, Gary.
Let me cut you off, Gary.
Well, culture was next.
I'm with Gary. I'm fascinated with the antediluvian time. I think that
we all are. I did a whole show. Remember?
Walton's all into this. He just put his clothes on after dancing naked around a tree.
That's right.
No, Culture, please, what were you going to say? Before Walton gets all excited, Culture, what were you going to say? Because I do want to hear.
I'm just saying, we recently had one of these like people who actually understand climate talk about the last 10,000 years and the fact that, within the last 10,000 years, it was 2 degrees warmer Celsius in the last 10,000 years than it is right now.
Yes, of course.
And you had thriving communities of humanity and tropical environments all the way as far north as the UK.
Yep.
Right?
They were farming in Greenland.
Yes.
Yeah.
And farming.
And for people that got confused as kids, Greenland is the icy one. Iceland is the green one.
I've seen Mighty Ducks. I got you.
All
That was
right,
Mighty
all
Ducks
right.
3.
But no, the idea that like Carlson, if no one watches, I've listened to, he has like 12 hours at least on breaking down the Atlantis the myth from Plato, and it's just brilliant. First of all, the guy is brilliant, but his work out in the field is what blows my mind. Like just the rolling hills that you would see as rolling hills, he sees it as ripples, the receding water. Like
right.
It's just boulders that should not be thousands of miles away, just look like they were tossed like Tic Tacs. The guy is brilliant, but I got to check out that other one because I usually watch Rogan, but I must have missed that one. What was the guy's name again?
It's John Reeves. Just search up Rogan, Alaska Boneyard.
Okay.
And it'll blow your mind.
That's insane.
Crazy. And yeah, this guy isn't showing any, like he's super based for one.
Yeah,
so he's
that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, I'm not bringing any government officials here.
Can you try to figure out, or at least offer up some kind of thoughts around the idea that we've covered up, everything past 4,000 years ago? Why did that happen?
Okay, it's politics. So
right.
For one,
right.
it's the religion of the archaeologists, the religion of the sciences. Now it's as dogmatic as the Spanish Inquisition, and they just will not change because it's ego driven. It's a personal attack. It's also their life's work was wrong. It's all based on, but that's what science is supposed to be. It's like you should go, well, crap, I've got more science to do. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That's job security. But it's so ego driven now. Somebody brought up Zahi Hawass, who's just a shyster.
I fucking hate that guy.
And what they're these are all relatively new fields, like geography and archaeology are about 100 years old, 150 years old, maybe 200 years old. And it's never really, they didn't cross-pollinate. Like you can't be an archaeologist now without being an astrologer and a geologist. You need multiple disciplines now to understand this, especially, you can't age rock. So, Göbekli Tepe and all these other sites are thousands of years older than they say they are. They just are. Everything is older than they say it is. The Sphinx is probably 25,000 years old.
At least.
So would you say that the fire in Alexandria, the catastrophe happened? Well, that's the question. Was that done on purpose, or was it an accident that allowed for a lot of things to change?
No, that was done on purpose. That was Julius Caesar, wasn't it? Like you destroy history so you could write the history.
Alexandria?
We saw that in the Summer of Love.
The Library of Alexandria.
Well, that was Islamic raiders that did that.
Yep. It was
Islamic raiders. I'm sorry. You're right.
If it's not about Muhammad, we don't need it. And if it's about him, we already have it.
I mean, they're still doing that in Iraq.
What was the Greek? There's a Greek library that got burned up too. I forgot what it was called though. Same thing happened. We've lost thousands and thousands of pages of manuscript. We know more about Mesopotamia and Sumeria than we do a lot of cultures that are a lot younger, because of those clay tablets that they kept.
And that's a damn shame. I would imagine there was a lot of lost sciences over the
lost sciences.
Absolutely. The Baghdad battery. It's a great
Alexandria.
So I got Walton into it. We were breaking down the show because Randall, Hancock is somebody I've followed for years. So we brought Walton in on some of the streams, and you weren't really into it you were into it, but you didn't know as much of what he talked about until we broke it down together. What do you think about this idea that lost history is, it's mostly, to me, it's money, it's ego, but could it be something even more than that? You know, like, is it something that could be like religious? The idea that they don't want to prove religion wrong, or the scientists don't want to be involved with anything that's Bible. You brought something up once before about it. I thought it was pretty brilliant.
Religion is a business. It's always been a business. It's been about control, and it's been about money. And all of these institutions are working with one another to control us. They become interwoven. Sciences, absolutely. Like Gary was saying, there are scientists who don't want to have their entire life's work, be proven wrong. And so we have institutions for religious reasons. It's all about money. It's not really religious. I want to say money. I don't want to disrespect anyone who's faithful out there. But the money is in control. If we understand that the histories we were being taught are completely different, then a lot of things would change. Racial identities would change. The idea that how different we are would change. If the scope of humanity was brought to the acceptable length that it is, I think probably our history runs back 100,000, 150,000 years, then we would understand that sometimes we had different types of humans living together. The archaeological record shows that, and we know Neanderthals and Demonesians were together at one point. And I think there were more than that. I think it might be also not just the evolution track of people in different areas, but also intermingling with different human species that created a lot of the differences in us. But as far as hiding that information, it's all about money and control. If we understood the full scope of our history, then we would find out we would find out our true differences and our true likenesses, and
our true capabilities. Do you think somehow we might have the ability to fly somewhere deep down? You know what I mean? If we could get our minds right.
Well, not only that, but if you look at, I'm sorry, Gary, real quick. But if you look at, I'm sorry, man, but if you look at when the British invaded India and the way that they attacked. The way that they stifled and outlawed different practices in India, because they had meditation practices they didn't understand. They had connections to the earth that the English didn't understand, or didn't want to. It was self-empowerment, it was understanding of self and their connection to the earth, and they wanted to get rid of that in order to make them more controllable. And I think
I've seen RRR. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the same exact. It's the same way of thinking. It's all about control. If humans like the gospel, like Mark was saying. If we understood our full potential as human beings and what we can achieve just naturally, not talking about substances, not talking about technology, but just our connection to the earth, then we would be a lot more stronger as a people, and I think a lot more unified than we are now.
Yeah, what happened in the past, we did things a lot differently. That's Graham Hancock's theory, and that I totally agree with.
Yep.
Like we keep looking for pieces of plastic and metal, and that's just not how we did it back then. And I say the other big political problem, particularly here in the United States, is what is an indigenous person? Because now that's changed. That's changed. There used to be nobody here before the Clovis people, and now we know there were people here hundreds of thousand years before the Clovis people. Clovis people, by the way, we have not found any Clovis remains. We know they were here. We know they made arrowheads, but they got wiped out along with all the mammoths and stuff.
Yep.
But then you go to the middle of the rainforest down in Brazil. You go and there's Polynesian DNA.
Yep.
That's the only place you find it. That comes from Aboriginal Australia.
Yep.
And it got there.
I've been there.
Yeah, like tens of thousands of years ago. How did that happen? Did they all like jump on a reed boat and go a couple thousand miles? Like, how did that happen?
Right.
So and it's finding fossils too. Like, we found so few, like the Denisovans we know from a finger bone. We've never found a full skeleton. Well, you got to die the right way when you're a human. You got to die in mud.
Yep.
You got to get fossilized. And most humans just die, especially back then. They died on the ground, and the birds and the bugs took care of business, man.
Yeah,
that's
how
it,
selfish.
We lost a lot of technology, clearly, and I'm of the same opinion as you are, Gary and Scott. and all that. So I'm going to ask you a question. Oh, yeah, Grant, sorry.
Frequency.
Amazon is a
Mad-
man-made
Mr.
jungle.
Mad
You are
Cheese, right?
correct.
Yes.
We are
Amazon is a
about
man-made jungle.
we are
That
about
soil.
to experience, and we're actually in the process of
So
experiencing
excited
a
right now.
polar shift.
Well, did you see where
I think
where
we're
they
late
think
for
the
that,
old
aren't
The core?
equator was? The
Oh.
old equator was? There's you could go out and find it. So the old equator might explain why Siberia was completely warm and filled with mammoths
Yep.
12,000 years ago, and above Canada and North America there was 2 miles thick of ice.
Yeah.
So-
Gary, do you think the Clovis people were Nephilim?
No. Well,
I believe there was
I
giants.
think the giants. I think there might have been bigger people, and not like 30-foot
Yeah.
giants, but I think there might have
13.
been like 8. There's so much recorded history from 100 years ago, and so on and so way back of 8 to 9 foot people.
They're like the Na'vi.
Something. Well, yeah, the Na'vi, except less blue and lame.
Yeah, way less lame. This is something like I could make a whole channel for this because I think it's important for us to keep talking about this stuff because there's a lot of people like I can't pronounce things well, but the Eye of Sahara, the Eye of the Sahara, the rickshaw.
Oh yeah. I know
that's
what you're talking about.
right, I love that.
Yeah.
Like I've known about that for a few years, but I did not realize like it fits everything. And now they just found it looks like water from LiDAR, water ripping across from, I want to say from east to west, would have destroyed it. Like they're finding so much. So the circles, the mountains to the north, it lines up with what the
Atlas
capital
Mountains.
of Atlantis was supposed to look like. And now they're finding what the destruction looked like.
I think the most important stuff, if it gets done, if it doesn't get suppressed, because this will be the answer to all your questions, is maybe listen. The big cats, the big wigs, they know what happened.
Yep.
They all know what happened. Okay, there is billionaires with rarities in their private collection that would change history.
Yeah,
that aren't in museums that they know. So when Randall Carlson talked about the plasmoids and the sacred geometry, and that is a tough rabbit hole to get that. You got to understand things like calculus, and I'm dropped out of 3 high schools. Well, I got kicked out of 3 high schools, so I don't understand calculus. But the sacred geometry and the plasmoids and like self-perpetuating, the old self-perpetuating machine that they kind of joked about. Like this is kind of it.
Well, what he said, Gary, he said instead of explosion, it's implosion.
It's
a lot of the stuff.
implosion. And you get these little plasmoids that can run stuff, and was it Mitsubishi, some Japanese car company, is going to take a look at it finally, and they can make an engine off of it, and that'll be interesting. But that's old rediscovered technology.
Yes, frequency is one of the biggest ones. I mean, if you look at everything has frequency, and if you distort it, if you change it, you can control it, move it, destroy it, repurpose it, reshape it. I mean, frequency
that's why
is
they've
one of the
developed
craziest
it
things.
in the middle of nowhere on an island away from America and China and Russia, so they won't make a damn bomb.
Dude, I can't wait to see that.
I want to know Gary's thoughts on the 37th parallel and how why there's so much alien,
activity.
contacts and activity. Thank you on the 37th parallel specifically, because a few years ago I read this book. Worst ending ever. It gets really interesting, and then it's all redacted for some reason. I'm like, how? It was weird. I forgot who it was.
Why would you release
Captain Marvel?
I wish they would have redacted that.
The 37th parallel was written by the same dude that wrote the movie that 21 was wrote the book that the 21 movie was based on, about the cards, the college kids. Yeah, whoever that dude is. Right. He followed around this MUFON investigator type guy that was investigating cow mutilations, and what they kind of put together was all of this is happening around the 37th parallel, which goes through the Colorado area, I think, and a few other places, but it's very
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, exactly.
Utah, like in that area.
Skinwalker.
Ben Mesrich.
It's got. That one's. I'm in the Skinwalker, and it's weird. I think there's just a little tear in the space-time continuum there.
Yep. There has to be too many freaky things happen there.
Well, I think it's your mind. I think a lot of it is your mind. It's like when you hallucinate.
Yeah,
your mind just
done that
interpreting things that it cannot you have no frame of reference for whatsoever.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Like the
that goes back
multiverse
to-
theory. That's
Well, really quick, that goes back to what Mark said. Like, I feel like we all know we don't tap into a lot of our brain power. They say use 10% maybe.
that's not true.
I know it's not true, but there is an access to human ability, I think, and with
It is for
chakras
Scott.
and
I mean, he doesn't use all.
dude. I use if there's still a cell left, fucking that Studerus got it. You know what I'm saying? No, but there's different. Like we lost the idea of what the chakras really were. Like there's things that they were practicing in ancient India and in the Middle East and places like that. That I mean, people lived 1,000 years, and like we think that's a joke, but you look at the king's list for Egypt, and like it actually fits. What were they living much longer? Were they a different species of human, or did they?
It goes back to I forgot the number. It was a long time.
A long time.
It wasn't 6,000 years. It was like 30,000. Is the world a simulation? Jane asks.
No.
Would it matter?
No.
I mean, like for one, are we solid matter? Because we're not.
Well, ask yourself.
We could be pixels.
That's true. Ask yourself this question: what was the origin of the universe?
I wanted to touch on the hallucination thing because in the multiverse theory, which the that comes from string theory,
Yep.
it's the universes exist on a bane, BANE, and it's almost like they're stacked and they can bleed over into each other, and that's how you get your ghost
Mandela.
sightings, and the Mandela effects and all the others because it kind of blends together.
You're talking about resident.
I've tripped on a lot of drugs, and it just it does feel like your brain. I mean, like the hallucinogens, not
Yes.
the other stupid ones.
Yeah.
Well, they're all kind of stupid, but it does feel like your brain has been tuned to a different frequency. Like you're behind a veil, or you pass through another veil,
Right. Or
and
the veil has
you
been
just
opened.
see like. Well, I mean, with mescaline. Sorry, kids, it's very bad. Don't do it.
This isn't rated for children, anyways. We're good.
No, it's not. But you like it really changes your perception on everything, everything, and it's impossible to explain.
Yeah.
Don't recommend it though, because if you are not of a sound mind, if you're like insecure or feeling kind of depressed or something like that, it's really really dangerous for you.
Bad trips suck.
Yeah.
There has been so many. There was so many years back
But
when I was
ayahuasca
younger.
can be fun.
That's what I always wanted to try back in the day, and it's like I don't know anymore. But like, because the DMT they talk about, like that is there in your brain. So
Is it true that you crap yourself? Like I don't want to go through that. That's
I believe there is people have released their bowels or puked or thrown
Yeah,
up a lot. It's just not for me. But the idea that they were able
Probably
to
hanging
find
out
those
with Graham Hancock
plants.
and crapping myself. That's
Wait, there's that stuff that you drink that you have to puke. That's part of the process. You drink it and then you're gonna puke or whatever.
Yeah, you got because
when you
it's
drink
the
it,
bark,
that changes
right?
the enzymes in your stomach to stop it from.
Yes. So you got
otherwise, it's only a 10 to 15 minute high if you were to inhale it.
right because most people you could smoke it, but the two plants, how did they discover them in the cultivated jungle of the Amazon, which blows my mind.
Obviously,
First
it was a
of-
guy in a loincloth, trial and error, like just eating every leaf.
fucking everything.
Yeah.
The only way.
He should have his own
soil.
day.
I mean, we need to look at the jungle more. They have soil there that we can't even comprehend. Like we can't replicate. And I always
Terra
thank you,
preta.
thank you, Terra preta. Like we can't even replicate that. This soil is
No, they know. Graham says they know it's biochar, so it's a form of composting,
right.
but they don't know the enzymes in it. They can't figure out the enzymes
Well,
in it, and it's perpetual.
It
You
would
could
change-
take that and put it in the middle of the desert, and you could
Right.
grow shit.
Like
It's
it would
crazy.
change the world. It would change the world if we
Well,
were
it's
able to.
and
That's
again,
the problem.
that comes down with a different type of microbe that you can't find anywhere else that's in that soil. Because I mean, it's just that's simple. And you're right, Gary. It's a different type of, of
Yeah, 'cause
remnant.
in the soil of the Amazon is not fertile. I mean, yes, it's a jungle, but it's not fertile for farming and growing food.
Right.
And a lot of the trees there were planted there by humans.
Yes.
And that's the thing that blew my mind when I
Yep.
read America before is
Yep.
basically the Amazon is a garden.
Yep.
It's a garden created by
Oh,
man.
And it's just gone wild since they weren't, over the last,
Yeah.
12,000
That's why there's
years.
no snakes in there either.
Wide open minds. Wide open minds. I love it.
There's
What about
been big-
time travel, guys? What do you think?
Can't go backwards.
Yeah, I think it's
You don't
linear.
think it's possible at all?
You can travel forward time if you move fast enough. They've already proven that, but
I think you're
I think
right
if you
here.
go back in time, you're changing the timeline. I think that's
Absolutely. You're
theory.
creating a
Do you
new
think
timeline.
it's always has
Right,
happened, or you actually are changing? That's the question I always have. If you go back in time, is it a
You
loop?
go back in time, it creates a new timeline.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
it would have
breaking-
to because of
Loki
all the
first,
paradoxes,
okay.
the grandfather paradox, all of that is going to stop you from
Bootstrap
doing
and
anything.
Yeah,
except
time-
if you're 12 monkeys. That's the only one that seems to be able to do it.
12 Monkeys
Close.
did an excellent job with their time travel because
Well,
it all works. It's a controlled
TV
it's
show or movie?
Movie.
Movie. No, the
Oh,
TV
yeah.
show didn't make any sense.
I liked it. It didn't make sense.
Somebody told me to watch it. As soon as I saw they replaced Brad Pitt with a woman, I was out. Turned it off.
What about you,
She
Mark?
was
Time
pretty good,
travel.
though.
Oh, I've broken my brain like so many times over the years trying to figure that out. Yeah, going back, I can see how that would just screw everything up. Like maybe going forward, I just don't know, man.
But could the Greys be time travelers from the future? I mean, like,
I think interdimensional. I think some
Yeah,
of them are
I
down
don't
in
even
our
think
oceans too. That's what I
Yes,
think.
Dude, the
off
ocean's
the coast of
insane.
California. Yeah,
I suspect, as Mad was
stop
talking
talking,
about.
Matt, because culture needs to talk.
No, I don't get to talk much. I suspect.
Well,
that
I was
you-
thinking, no, just
it's okay. He's talking about something I said.
What were you
go,
saying?
culture,
Walter?
go.
What?
is that what you're seeing, the interdimensional? I think you're seeing it between layers of strings. I think what's happening is you're seeing that crossover, that there's a certain point of resonance where that can exchange. And that's what I think aliens are. I think they are interdimensional beings that are traveling between string, different
Absolutely.
strings. Yeah, that's what I
The same way people see ghosts, it's just something bleeding over from another universe into ours, even if it's temporary. Like
I've seen the Doctor Who episode. I know.
I'm with you with the
I don't watch
bleeding.
Doctor Who.
Off the Channel Islands and down south where a lot of people were the Nimitz saw the Tic Tac. So people have been seeing the Tic Tac in San Diego forever. All right, that's nothing new.
Okay.
And the mystery booms have been happening in San Diego forever, as far as I can go back. They've reported them, and it's a military town, so we know the difference between a sonic boom and an earthquake. We definitely know the difference, and the mystery booms have been reported back as far back as the 70s. I remember hearing about it as a kid. I remember hearing them.
That's insane.
Gary, have you ever been on the Silver Strand Beach when that happens?
Not when it happens, but I've been on the beach.
Dude, bonkers, man. I was like 14 years old. We were like there with the RV, and it was bananas.
I'm not familiar with it. What is the Tic Tac? What is the story?
Oh, the Tic Tac. Oh, so there was a object that they called Tic Tac because of the shape, but it was a object that was moving incredibly fast, and even when it changed direction or went through water, right? The Tic Tac went through water, right? Was that the one that went through water? It never lost any momentum. It was literally moving. I want to say itself was moving through space, or space was moving around it, pretty much.
Well, that's what they suggested because there was very little displacement of the water.
Right.
Well, there was a mothership under the water.
Yep.
That's what they first saw, was like right under the water. The water was disturbed. There was a much bigger version. And then the other Tic Tac is 40 feet. They thought so. It went from the surface of the ocean to the atmosphere in under a second with no sonic boom. That was tracked on radar. Dennis Fravor, the pilot who's interviewed,
great interview,
was chasing this thing. Guy was a maniac. He was chasing this thing, and then when he lost it, they're like, "You're not going to believe where it is." And he's like, "Where is it?" He's all, "It's where he called it his cat point or something like that. I don't know, military term, but it was where the jets in their maneuvers were supposed to meet, like 100 miles away on the ocean, and it was waiting for him there. So it knew where to go.
That's insane.
It moved. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's China and Russia." No, this thing defies the laws of physics.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can do that.
Do you think it ties into skyquakes? Because I've been fascinated by those, and Soul Assassin brought it up that we've had them in Texas.
You mean just the massive noise?
Yeah, the noise that you hear. There's
Mystery
YouTube
noise?
videos. Yeah, I guess everywhere. Nobody can explain it.
I think.
Yeah, my nan said it's God bowling.
I think that's. I honestly, I think there's probably something pretty. The one that sounds like somebody's pushing a dumpster across the, you know, the trumpets and stuff. I think that's the magnetic field.
That's
I think
insane.
that's space.
Well, I mean, it would make sense because Gary did. We're right now in the point, and I think Matt actually was bringing it up, where the core reportedly is slowing down or is stopped.
Well, yeah, the pole's been like moving. Like a
Yeah,
lot.
I know. Mhm.
Aren't we late on the flip of the poles? Actually,
It's coming. Supposedly.
Okay,
About 500,000 years too late.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the movie The Core? Because I started freaking out when I saw the headline to The Core has stopped. I'm like, oh no, where's Eckhart or whoever it was in that movie so we can drill down into the core to start it back up? No, nobody else was concerned.
There's hollow. Don't worry about it. We can get down there.
We
get down there.
Well, they had a special laser, Gary.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
But okay, well, can I tell you why we
Maybe
don't
Bill
want
Gates make it.
Yeah, maybe.
we don't kind of want to go down there at all ever if we could get there. It'd be
Why?
bad.
Well, the Russians.
Well, crab people
the
live there.
deepest we've ever dug was the Russians like dug 8 miles down.
8 to 13 miles.
Yeah, it melted everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah,
melted.
11 kilometers.
That's why,
whatever that is.
like, I don't care. People get mad, but they're technically no one knows what the inside of the Earth looks like.
No, they don't.
So
Not a clue.
I'm not saying there's people
Crystals.
living in there, but I'm saying life can
There's
definitely
dinosaurs
survive.
down there. Duh.
Yeah, dude, totally. I landed
Journey
like,
to the center of the earth. Come on, they showed you.
just gotta hit that freaking waterfall, and I'm there, man.
I feel like it's a power plant that keeps all of this going. That's what I think.
Oh, an alien power
Yeah, I
plant?
think
Because that would fit into the zoo theory of,
we're
you know,
zoo.
we
No,
were all
that's
put
what-
here.
That's what the moon is. The moon watches us. That's
Oh, the
it.
moon watches us.
The,
That's an
the moon is
observation.
a
Oh, yeah.
natural satellite. There's many.
Not the
theories.
Black Knight?
It's a giant egg. I saw that on Doctor Who.
So the
Oh,
Earth
guys.
is a live stream, Scott?
Gary's got to bounce.
Oh, no.
Gary's got
I'm
another
sorry.
one. Yeah, dude. Please.
Yeah, we
no.
got to get over to Yellow Flash.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no,
we're all
by the
going.
way, Gary, say hi to Yellow Flash for me, man. Appreciate
I
it.
will.
Such
I
an
will.
ass.
I'm a stream slut tonight.
Tell him he needs to follow. Tell him he needs to follow my Twitter because his other Twitter's like gone because they want to just fucking get rid of everybody now.
Wait, he
Like-
didn't follow you back already?
No, well, dude, it's a joke. He doesn't even know me, but he followed me for some reason. So I was like,
Twi-
that's cool,
yeah,
man.
Twitter's lame again.
Yeah, so lame again. So lame again. But thank you, Gary, for coming on. Hopefully, it won't be another like 9 months.
It won't be. Jesus.
Hey, second season of House of the Dragon. If I don't get on, I swear I'm going to show up at your house. Okay, I wasn't going to do it.
You've
I'm
already
showing
done
up at your
that.
house.
Okay, you've watched me sleep. I'm a little worried about it.
I did have no clothes on, but that was a mistake.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hey guys, this is personal.
Damn, Scott.
Everyone,
Yeah, Texas summers.
earmuffs. No,
At least
but
Walt knows how to, knows to get dressed after his little
Yes. What? Wait, what?
Full Monty.
right now he's in a closet crying. But no, thank you very much for stopping in, man. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you for coming on the channel. I'm sorry I couldn't get to people's. We'll get to people's super chats now and all the new subscribers. You brought them over, so thank you.
You're welcome. It was great
Wait.
talking to you guys.
See you, Gary.
Take it easy.
Peace.
Love you, man.
Hey, buddy.
Talk lost history. Because I'm not.
Matt, I can't wait till we start our new live stream together. Brunch Bros, where we meet up on
Brunch Bros,
Sundays.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Gary and I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be a good one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's such a. I live 15 minutes from you, Gary. 15 minutes, like about 15 minutes. I live near comics. Oh, maybe we should do dinner sometime.
Yeah, maybe we- yeah.
yeah, we could totally
Yeah.
do Gary. Yeah, I don't even know Gary. You play smooth, not so smooth, my friend.
Shit. That was smooth as fuck.
That's
All right,
great.
let's-
I don't know. It's somewhere between smooth and desperate. It's a scale.
I mean, yes, yeah. The whole I'm not even Friday Night Tights. What's that? Sorry,
Never
guys.
heard of it.
Right?
Usually,
I actually haven't ever watched
Nietzsche?
it.
Well, 'cause
Nietzsche.
you're Nietzsche. I'm going to read the rest of these super chats real quick. Blue-eyed Roof Korean, that was on the Rumble side. Thank you very much, my friend. For $1, here lies George R. R. Martin, slain by a damn cheeseburger.
Yes.
It may be true,
He,
dude.
he and I are on the same page.
Yeah, no, I know.
Same page.
I know. Nikki D, what is going on, Nikki D? I hope you're still here. Tipped $5. Thank you so much. If Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 fails to reach 1 billion, will it be further proof that the MCU brand has eroded? Me personally, I doubt it won't reach 1 billion because that's the one that people still have faith in. And it's the last one of James Gunn and the last one of that same group. So what do you guys
Last one of
think?
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. Do you guys think it'll hit 1 billion?
What?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
I do.
I think the name alone it will. Yeah.
Remember, aren't they teasing a big death with this one?
Yeah.
It's Rocket Raccoon.
Well, also they're saying Drax.
No, you just saw that MatPat video.
I don't know who that is.
Are they going to swap them with?
I just know he said he wasn't coming back.
They're going to swap them with female versions. Is that what they're doing for the MCU?
Well, I mean, they do meet his girl, the otter. The story's been a lot about who is Rocket Raccoon and how was he made. So I guess this last volume is going to be more about that. Like, we are going to find out who made him, and it's going to be a lot of.
That could be a good story if it's written correctly.
Hell yeah. It reminded me of something else I was going to say, but now I forgot.
But we sure don't need any more proof that the MCU brand has eroded. That's for sure.
No.
It's gone, man.
It is.
You're right.
That's dried up turd on the sidewalk.
That's what I was going to say. The Thunder. I saw somebody tweet out. I don't know who it was, so I could believe it. Let me just put it that way. The Thunderbolt movie is really a Black Widow 2. So the new Black Widow's getting a second Black Widow. I don't know. Come on in.
Hi.
Wrong. Hey, I'm Flash. Nice to meet you. That is the greatest boomer moment ever, and I'm clipping that, Gary.
I gotta go. Bye.
All right, take care.
Oh, man. I thought he came. I looked up. I was like, "Oh, he came back for me," but no.
That was so
I thought he came
fucking awesome.
Came in clutch like a dick. Good job, Gary.
Oh, he
Thank
was
you.
like, "Oh, finally."
If he does it
got to
again,
Flash.
please do it again.
Please do it again. Yeah, throw some booms in the chat for Gary. But no, so they're lost. They're gone, and they plan on making the Thunderbolts more about Black Widow than the Thunderbolts because she's going to be leading them. Whatever her name is, Ivana.
The new one.
Well, yeah. The frumpy one, I like to say, even though she's a very attractive girl with a nice body, she's like in frumpy outfits because, Black Widow's not supposed to be sexy.
I thought she was funny. I thought she was funny, though. She was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, she's funny, and she's a talented actress.
Mm-hmm.
But, kind of.
She almost made, what was it, Hawkeye watchable. She was okay in there.
Yeah.
Man, I
didn't watch Hawkeye.
No, I watched like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Did you? Was it okay?
I feel like it was
right.
It was Jeremy Renner introducing Haley Steinmetz.
Steinfeld.
She's a fine actress. I loved her in Bumblebee. That was a great movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked Bumblebee, dude. I thought she was good in it. She was great.
I think I have a bit of an inappropriate crush on her. How old is she?
She's over 18. You're okay, bro. You're okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You're all right.
She's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. All right. Just
You're
checking.
sold on that one. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Cool.
But she's a talented actress. When they were on screen together, that was good. But I don't know, like she's supposed to be sexy. She's goddamn Black Widow, man.
Yeah. I think Jane nailed it.
Jane, hello, Jane.
Come on, Jane.
Oh man.
Dropping.
Doggone it.
Oh man, that hurts. That hurts. Spork's got time to watch Hawkeye, but not no
right?
time for the OC Bros.
Damn.
If you allow me to do the OC Bros laying in bed, I'll do the OC. No, we're bringing them back, dude. We're bringing them back, starting with episode 1 again.
What?
Yeah.
The OC Bros. We're
The
gonna
OC Bros.
You're gonna do the OC Bros laying in bed?
No, I'll be by myself with my wife.
I mean,
but I'll do it from the bed because he's saying. Anyways, that might have came off wrong.
No judgment.
No, you nailed it. No, it was the perfect amount of cringe for this stream.
Okay. Good. Well, welcome to Sporking News Podcast. No, we're gonna go over the OC. One of the greatest shows. Turning the idea of cliche high school stuff on its head. The nerd is the man.
It's so influential of a show. I mean,
big time.
Not only on television in of itself, but also on the cultural, like in the real world. The music, the fashion. Yeah.
Really?
Which Scott and I are really into is music and fashion.
Yeah.
I see that.
Summer, or what's her name on the show? What's her real name?
It's Summer. No, it's Summer on the show.
I know, it felt weird when I said it.
It took me a second too. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Is this a bit?
Autumn. We're about at the 2-hour mark. I did have something else I wanted to talk about, but yeah. Do you guys have anything you want to talk about? I feel bad. I pulled you in, Walton, and make you shine when Gary was here. There's still 102 people watching.
Look at Tina though.
What did Tina say?
Tina watched the whole series for our OC Bro show.
Oh shit!
Damn, you let her down.
Well, no, because she watched the whole series of the OC. That in of itself is a gift.
Yeah, it is a good.
There you go.
You know what? You're welcome.
Good job,
there was
Scott.
definitely something else. Can
we talk about the fact that the Guardians movie is going to make everybody sad, and we get introduced to the High Evolutionary?
Culture, why do you want to make me sad?
And
Why?
Adam Warlock's going to be a bad dude who.
Dude, and he looks like shit.
Yeah, that kid got jacked for it though.
Yeah, he did.
But he looks like the Oscars trophy, in a bad way.
Well, you haven't seen it on film yet. It may look different.
You know what? You know what's interesting is, I haven't seen a shit sandwich, but I know I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah.
Is he his actual pronoun? Like, are we?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
he's a dude. He's a dude.
Back in the day,
he's English, so English are always been like that kind of.
Yeah.
Well, and they can always wear skirts, so it's fine. I guess they call them kilts or some shit. No, that's Scottish people.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Jeez.
Wow.
Attacking the.
You seen that picture of Robert Patterson wearing a dress?
Oh, dude.
Ugh.
I'm bringing that up right now. That's.
I liked the
what's up?
Batman, and now
Wait till you see
I'm
this.
questioning that.
Why?
You're gonna like.
I'm not
this.
I have no problem
for the Batman. I got to put on this pretty skirt.
So I have no problem with people wearing whatever they want to wear. It's no big deal.
No, dude, he looked like. He literally looked like Ezra Miller.
I've worn a thong. It's no big deal.
The Time Prophet, it was a joke. I promise you, my friend.
Oh, mine too. I didn't lose a bet in high school and had to wear a thong all day.
You're wearing a thong
that
right
up.
now,
You
aren't
kept your
you?
word, man.
I can tell. I can tell by the way you're shifting around.
I have
You're
a
wearing one
story
right now.
to tell about the skirt thing someday.
My back's starting to hurt.
I don't know if this was the first time he wore the skirt because I'm finding this doesn't look like the same one. Where can I find it?
I thought Patterson was normal.
No.
Somebody put it on Twitter. I don't know.
Hey, Grant, say something.
Yeah,
we can't hear you, bro.
Thank you, Grant.
Keep talking, guys. I'll find this goddamn thing.
Sure, no problem. What were we talking about? Thongs? Is that?
I don't think we were talking about that. No, I don't think we were.
Oh man, Cisco. Whatever happened to him? Is he alive?
Dude, it wasn't me.
He's still alive.
Yeah. I wonder what he's up to.
Shaggy.
Him and Ja Rule just hanging out somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a cruise ship somewhere,
Bring it back to 2000.
Oh man, dude, the early 2000s were great, man.
Yeah, they were.
Murder.
Can you believe in 20 years we've gone from back that ass up to vax that ass up in 20 years?
It shows how society has fallen.
Poor juvenile.
Thanks for staying for the show.
Yeah. We are close to 2 hours. I thought we were wrapping it up.
Well, you wanted to see him in this.
We don't wrap it up around your culture.
You said, I can't wait to see this
I did
backstage.
not say anything about the Bat Pack.
You said no matter what we get to tonight, please can we look at him in
That
the
is
dress?
true. Yeah.
Damn.
Honestly, I think the jacket is more offensive to me than the skirt because that jacket is horrendous.
I think the jacket's fabulous.
Why
no,
does he have the hair
zoom
You
in.
just said fabulous.
Why does the hair sound Ace Ventura from Ace?
Oh, it does look very Ace Ventura-ish.
I think there was a different pick of
Ladies
this
in the chat, how do you feel about this, ladies?
Yeah, please.
The jacket's fabulous.
Any coners out there? Your seats wet? Here's a man.
I would rock that jacket.
I mean, like there, you look like a normal dude.
Beta.
But he's with like the breasts of like television. I mean, Sofia Vergara. There.
He's still got a shovel face, but
That was her?
Isn't that Sofia Vergara?
That is so not her. There's no
shovel face?
How did you get that from? Like that woman has a lot of shape. This one does not.
Oh, no, but down.
Wait,
that's the same woman.
That's not Sofia Vergara?
No, she just has that smile, I guess.
I think that's Sevilla Gazzardo.
Who was that again?
You know, yeah, the one from Modern Family.
What was her name again, though?
Sofia Vergara.
I want to hear Matt say it, guys rip on me all the time, Matt.
That's not her. She doesn't have enough up top.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Her
It's
name's
a little
Waterhouse. Last name's Waterhouse.
Yeah, well, that's like an accounting firm, right? Price Waterhouse.
Yeah, I just don't. Why is this like? Okay, you play the Batman. You're
Yeah.
like, why do you
Yeah,
wear?
he's an actor.
Why?
A modern day actor.
Why
Yeah,
can't
I mean-
you wear a cool ass suit like the old timers did? Like,
Do you want him to show up dressed as the Batman, Scott?
That would
He's
be
an
good.
actor.
have
It's
that.
a
I'd rather
character.
have
It's
that.
a
That would be
character
good.
he played.
I'm saying,
You have to
like he
be the
slept-
Batman.
It looks like he slept in the barfly and then put on our clothes and got out of bed. You know,
I look. Sometimes it's just easier to get a skirt up and down for activities. That's all I have to say.
so we heard it here first.
By the way, this is why I was always Team
Culture
Jacob for the record.
Casino plays wears skirts. I'm done. That is just
Can we go?
ridiculous. Yeah, we
I
can
mean, when
go.
he goes
Oh,
up escalators, you see
put
all the
Gary's
junk. You
intro
know what I mean?
again?
Suki Waterhouse was her name.
I think they have long balls.
Can we play Gary's intro once again?
No.
Can I?
Please?
Can I
No.
ask?
Watch
We're
the whole
actually,
thing.
we're actually going to do the newest Sporking.
I'm sad.
Aluminum Spork. We might
Sugar.
change the name to Aluminum Spork. All right, guys.
That's a funky
I'm
one.
never
Forever-
doing that again.
And
Never
in
heard
the
True
chat-
Blood?
Never
Sugar.
Shocker.
I'm never doing
Come
it.
here,
ever again.
Shocker.
Sugar.
So
We should do
we're-
True Blood Bros.
Scott,
Dude,
no
I
more
love
intros.
that.
What kind of a thing is built for a vampire?
Okay. Here, guys, this is. I'll give you just a little for if you came in late. Culture Casino spent 5 hours on this. It's so
Oh my
disturbing.
god.
Where's
My
Fox?
generals are
We need him.
confused. Yeah, I don't like how I'm feeling right now.
You have to keep going.
Oh, you guys should see what.
I can't.
Wow!
I
You
can't.
cut it off again.
I can't.
Why's Gary's head on Jane's body?
Oh, where'd you get that culture?
My genitals are confused right now.
Are we supposed to still be live?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I thought we were ending.
Oh no, we're
You
not
didn't
ending.
let people finish it.
I don't
People in
know.
the chat
Are
were
we live?
enjoying it. What is wrong with you right now?
I want them to enjoy something
That
else.
was weird.
That was very
It's like a
weird.
very, very bad fap just happened.
I have to say, you did a good job at making me feel uncomfortable.
It's very, 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 very weird.
What's
Where'd you get
happening
that
with you,
porno
Grant?
music
You're
at?
scaring me, Grant.
Wow.
By the way, folks, there's at least 30 more seconds of that, and I promise you, I'm going to use it as a trailer on my channel.
You know what?
'cause
I'll
that
release
disrespects
it.
me.
I'll release
Did he
the
spread
culture
eagle?
cut. I'll
30
release
more
the culture
seconds. That's a
cut.
story to your sex life, isn't it?
You're disturbing me, Grant.
I don't want a
All
man
right.
spread right now.
We're done. We're done, guys. Thank you for being here tonight. This is the Aluminum Spork outro or intro. Let me know what you think about it. It might be the new name of our Saturday show because it's sexy, but it is our Monday show definitely. So, Walton,
That was
thanks
so
for coming
confusing.
on. I'm fucking confused, dude. This has been one of those shows. Anyways, thank you, everybody.
That-
Have a great night.
Oh, I didn't get to say my Memphis joke.
Don't you dare.
Wash your hands, wash your ass.
Walton, you want to be on Wednesday?
Aluminum spot.
So, you guys heard about this thing in Memphis?
You just can't help being the focal
Don't
point.
do
It's
it.
all about me.
Don't do it.
Walton, look close, Walton.
Oh, I'm back.
Hard. All right, let's see if I can time this.